you're good. What is up? What is up? All right. Yes, we are live. All right. I just decided to end up doing the countdown because I don't know if you guys know, but YouTube says if you say anything sus within like the first 15 seconds of anything, you're getting yeeted, to like Alaska or something. I guess that's how these sorts of things work. But yes, guys, welcome to the first episode of the 2REAL4FEELS podcast in 2023. Where we do not give a fuck about your feelings. Specifically wanted to do the countdown to avoid that first fuck within the first 15 seconds. But yes, how is everyone doing today, TJ? Thank you so much for coming through. How's it going with you, bro?
Cooling, man. Another day. Ready to
Another year.
Another year. It's brand new year. 2023. Still old, still white. Allegedly.
True.
Allegedly.
That's right.
No, I'm cooling, man.
Got you. Oh man. Yes, it is another year. How's it going, bro? Glad to see you in another year.
Alive.
You're alive. We've made it. But yes, it's good to have you here as well. Oz and chat, what is good with y'all? Actually, I don't even have my banners going, bro. Like, man, look.
One job.
We already messed up. One job. Yeah, says the one that literally at 8 o'clock literally fell out of StreamYards. Yes, you had one job, was to be present. But what's good, chat? We got Anarchy here, who was first. What's good with you, bro? He loves the emote of Ziggy with the cigarette. And so he posts that. And
oh, really? I didn't see that yet. It's hilarious.
Yes. And J1, it's good to see you, bro. Welcome. Neozoic, always good to see you. Alex vs. Evil, also really good to see you as well. Oh shit, we got I'm a surprise homie coming through. Society, good with you, bro.
What up? What's going on?
Howdy.
Hey.
Just chilling, man. Starting the new year off, talking about all sorts of tomfoolery.
All right, well, are we starting off with Mr. Vincent Kennedy McMahon coming back and selling the company and the whole internet having a meltdown?
Yeah, like I'm not surprised. I'm like, no shit. I knew he was gonna do it.
I mean,
it's his company. It's like, what do you think was gonna happen? Like,
so this is like all confirmed shit.
Oh yeah, so the word is that Vince is coming back. He'll be back on the board of directors, and he'll be facilitating a possible sale for WWE as well as any media rights in the next couple of years. So their rights for Fox is coming up in a couple of years. The same with NBC. So he wants to negotiate the next media rights and possibly the sale of the entire company by itself. So
Disney's gonna own it after all.
Nah, Disney's not gonna buy anything because right now they're trying to sell stuff. They're in
Disney. Maybe if 3 years ago they tried to buy it, they would be a front runner, but they're having some cash flow problems right now, so they're probably not looking to buy anything at the moment.
It's crazy. But real quick, let's just get to the chat. Say hello to everyone. Let me see. Newsark says I recommend look up a movie called Stage Fright. Have you seen that by any chance, Society, or no?
No.
87 Italian I do love basically Italian films have this subgenre called giallo films. So they're kind of like mystery, gory, sometimes slasher-esque. So I really love those films. Dario Argento has made quite a few of them. He's made stuff like the original Suspiria and Deep Red. Films I really honestly enjoy.
There was a Belgian movie I saw a couple of years ago called Yummy, which is actually one of my top films of the year. It was about a girl who went to a plastic surgeon to get a breast reduction, and then a zombie outbreak broke out. So
that's interesting to say the least. I wonder who the fuck came up with that concept and what they were on.
Yeah, and the film is absolutely fucking nuts, and that's why I love it.
Yeah, we got the homie Andre. What's good with you, bro? Said sup, Cassie and Co. Yes, and Steak Boss, good to see you, man. I know that he always hangs out on TSWS. They're awesome crew over there. I'm actually going to be on Bullsitting tomorrow, which is going to be super fun. I'll post that on my Twitter if you guys want to check that out. awesome crew at TSWS Gaming. I really love hanging out with them. So that's going to be fun. And yeah, Momar, is always good to see you. Infinite Umbra, the Xbox dude that's a genuine Xbox dude. It's always good to see you. And the GOAT, yes. No boy, what's up, bro? Oh my gosh, we got so many people coming through. Really appreciate you guys as always. Yes, emo tomboy apparently. Yes, I cut my hair. I did it myself and styled it myself, and my best friend's making
It
fun of
shows.
me. Yeah. I took out my. I have a problem showing any emotions at all, so I took it out with my scissors. That's
Yeah,
just
I
what
say
it is.
you're one step away from looking like Prince, so you're almost there. Not
You're
quite.
one
But...
step away. No, she's one step away, a little bit like Eddie. Rey Mysterio's son.
Don't you mean
Which one
Eddie
do I want?
Guerrero's son? Don't you mean Eddie Guerrero's son? Come on, bro.
Oh yeah,
We
Shovel
know the
Girl,
truth.
whatever.
We know the
beaners.
truth. I was wondering your opinion on who looks better, Tupac or Lil Wayne. I mean, Tupac's been 6 feet under for a really long time, so I'm pretty sure he ain't looking too good these days. But back in the day, Tupac was he's a good looking dude, no doubt.
Mhm.
Lil
Yeah.
Wayne, he just looks like. Have you guys seen the trilogy series called Trilogy of Terror?
Nope.
Nah.
Basically there's 3 short films with Karen Black. She's the main protagonist in all of them, and there's one of the film shorts that has a little black doll in it that's like a Zulu warrior doll.
Oh
and,
yeah, I've seen that.
yeah, it's little.
I've seen that. That thing's
Yo,
crazy. It's amazing. I
that
want one.
shit is hilarious, bro.
I'm gonna buy one.
Hustle and Motivate wants me to sing Purple
Mm-hmm.
Purple Rain, Purple Rain.
No,
Alright,
sing
cool.
Let's Get Crazy. Or Let's Get Crazy. Go sing that song.
Party like it's 1999 and 2023. But what's good with you, Hustle? He's been a member for a month. He is a mainstream classic member. I appreciate you as always. But also, shout out to the channel members. You got the homie Get This Work, longtime friend. So thank you so much. I'm Rich the Slag Lord, Hustle and Motivate, Anarchy 4K, and Our Carry. Thank you guys so much for being channel members. But yes, guys. Oh shit, we got Phil. What's up, bro? Good to see you. But guys,
Fuck Phil. He's coming. Get it out.
we got Corn Julio in the building, guys.
That's right.
But
That's right.
what y'all
That's right.
y'all been up to? What y'all been playing? What y'all been watching? What y'all get for Christmas? If you want to add that in. Yeah, TJ, kick it off. What you been up to these days?
So I think the last time I was on the show, I ran down the games that I had already beaten, and then before the year closed out, I got through, Star Wars Fallen Order just because the sequel's coming out soon, so I made it through that. Started Dead Cells. It's a roguelike game, and you know that I hate roguelike games, so I got it for cheap, so I could not be as irritated with playing it, but it's still an irritating game. But other than that, finished Mob Psycho, still watching Blue Lock. That's about it.
Okay, that's what's up. Society, what you been watching? I know that you've been wrapping up last year with some things that you did want to get through. Anything you did manage to get through? And
Yeah, I pretty much saw the movies that I needed to get through. So, it didn't really none of the movies that I saw made any of my top 10 best or worst list. They were just kind of in the middle. But I did watch Megan last night, which is the kind of the Chucky doll, AI bot movie. And like I said, let's put it this way. It's almost so bad that it's good, but it doesn't quite hit that mark. So it's kind of like a movie right in the middle. It's it borders between entertaining and ridiculous. It's the best way that I can describe it. But it's okay, I guess, for the most part, but it's nothing that I would recommend to anyone as a must see.
got you. Okay. I guess it's better than it being complete total bag shit.
Yeah, it was obviously better than Halloween Ends, which I just did a 1-minute review on. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, I have to watch that. Yeah, I noticed that your YouTube shorts have been doing really good. So I'm glad. I'm
Yeah.
happy to see that. I do occasionally make YouTube shorts. It's just for fun mostly. It's easy thing to do, but the way that you do it, it's actually hard to condense all sorts of information into like 1 minute. So it takes skill to do that. So good on you.
Yeah.
It's working out for you. That's awesome. And Oz, what you been playing? What you been watching? Do you want to talk about your special thermos that you got for Christmas?
Fuck yeah, bro. Hold on. Don't think I want it. My fat ass has been walking, right?
Yep.
I don't think I wanted for Christmas something to hold liquid in. Pause. So I wanted water. I got a 64-ounce bottle of water. That's all I wanted.
All I want for Christmas.
So if any, it's an incidental one. So if any like somebody who like tries to mug me, I can beat them to shit with it. So I'm kind of hoping for that.
So you got it as a weapon. That's why it exists.
Sure. You know what? It's the gift that keeps on giving. It's the gift.
That's his carry. You know,
right.
concealed carry
That's
or
right.
unconcealed carry, I guess. More so.
Fuck you! I got H2O. Fuck you.
Oh my god. I mean, hey, be like water, my friend.
That's right. That's water.
But what you been playing? What you been watching, bro?
I would have to say something. I actually beat High on Life.
Okay.
And
I know at first you weren't into it, but then you kind of grabbed it.
It redeemed and actually redeemed itself. It's actually kind of fun.
Okay, that's what's up. I played a decent amount of it, and I thought it was okay. It's nothing crazy. It's not terrible, but it's not great. It's just it's a Game Pass game that's pretty good.
It's probably the best game that they've put on Game Pass in a while.
It's like the most like downloaded game I heard on Game Pass, which is crazy.
It's interesting, because I could have stopped and went back to God of War, but I actually wanted to finish it. And actually beat it.
Gotcha. Well,
but I'm still playing God of War.
Are you like actually trying to get through it? Or are you kind of like, I mean, I do want to play this, but I'm sitting on my hands.
I'm sitting on my hands with The Witcher. Yeah. There's so much to do in that. I don't even know where to start.
Just look through your quest log and figure out what you want to do, if you need to level up or if you want to continue with the main story.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Gotcha. Well, for me, I've been playing a little bit of Fortnite. I tried to play Call of Duty, and
oh yeah, Fortnite too.
Call of Duty's like, it's like pulling teeth. To be honest, I haven't been in the best mood lately. I don't know why, but I've been watching television. So I watched like 8 episodes of Yellowstone, the first 8. It's actually a really good show. It's pretty crazy. I watched like 3 seasons, the first 3 seasons of The Sopranos, and I've watched like a good portion of The Sopranos, but I never watched it all the way through. So I've definitely missed episodes back when it was airing, but it still holds up, man. Still holds up. It's one of those shows where you will listen to the intro every time. It's like a requirement, kind of like how Cowboy Bebop is, and some of those other shows. And mostly just been like watching TV and shit. Like I haven't been into gaming. Hopefully that changes with my mood. So yeah, but everything's good on my end. No need to worry if anybody's concerned. Just in a little bit of a funk, but it happens. But it's a new year, and we do have a question from Neozoic. He says, fun question: Keanu Reeves movie versus movie, Speed versus The Matrix.
But it's funny you say that, because Speed is actually on the TV right now because they're showing it on FX, and we even did a movie night about it a few months ago too. So Speed is obviously more in my mind. I would honestly, I don't know. Like I think I like Speed a little better than The Matrix, if I'm being honest with you.
It's like one of those things where, like, Speed kind of it just gets going pretty fast, whereas The Matrix, it's one of those things where it's like, I think The Matrix is one of the greatest action movies ever made, arguably. But
how the fuck dare you leave out Bill and Ted? You son of a bitch!
Fuck out of here with Bill and Ted.
That's not even a part of the question. Move on.
I don't give a shit. You leave out Bill and Ted.
The Matrix is one of those movies where it's genuinely one of the greatest action movies ever made, but it does start slow because introducing you to this universe, it's totally shut the fuck up. it's introducing you to this universe, so it's understandable why it's a slow start. I do prefer Speed because you kind of just get into the action pretty quick, but I have to say The Matrix is one of the greatest action movies.
Fuck that, Bill and Ted. George Carlin's in it. That's why.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
not
Corn
an option.
Julio. TJ, what you got?
Yeah, I'm going with The Matrix. I like Speed a lot as a movie overall,
Fun. It's a
but
fun movie.
it's not my favorite Keanu movie, so it would be The Matrix. If
Yeah.
you did have another option, I would have chose Johnny Mnemonic, but that's a different story. Fine. But yeah,
Gotcha. Okay, that's what's up. And let's see. Yeah, Infinite Umbrage also chose The Matrix. That's what's up.
No, I honestly probably have to say Constantine.
Constantine?
Yeah.
No, I've never watched that movie entirely.
It's badass.
I have it on Blu-ray. I just never watched the whole thing.
yeah, it
What's
doesn't
up,
follow the source
Ivan?
material much, but it's still like
Not
a
really.
really good movie. And I think like I can't remember the actor's name, but he's probably one of my favorite portrayals as like Lucifer in a movie.
So,
So,
dude, he was crazy.
yeah, I liked it. So
Got you. Back when those types of movies were actually like fun and good. Like I just feel like we lived in a time where we had like such great entertainment, even if some of that entertainment is honestly trash cinema. But like trash cinema used to be fun. Nowadays, like
it's just trash.
mostly
This is what
everything is trash. And it's not entertaining at all. It's pretty bad, but Ivan
Yeah.
says he likes my hair. Thank you so much. I cut and styled it myself, and I didn't fuck it up that bad. I can't say for the back because I still can't see the back of my hair, but I'm just going to go through life pretending that everything is just fine. Dang, wow. Dre says Speed is a better movie, honestly. Hey, that's what's up.
Okay.
I mean, it's a good movie. I enjoy it. I just think that The Matrix is definitely a more pivotal film.
Someone throw a rock at her right now. Just a big rock,
The big one.
particularly heavy.
Anarchist says, Cass, you gotta watch the 1883 prequel to Yellowstone. Huh. Dang, I need to catch up with the main shit first, though. Jeez.
Yeah, you need to work
Yes.
your way up to all the other shows that are in there.
True. I have a lot to catch up on. Yes, Dennis Hopper. Dennis Hopper's a great actor, man. He's managed to be relevant throughout so many decades of film. Like, you have to honestly tip your hat to the dude, you know? Definitely.
Is that who plays Lucifer in Constantine? Dennis Hopper?
No, he's talking about the main antagonist in Speed. He was just an absolute piece of shit and was amazing at it. We love Dennis Hopper. And I love Constantine. That's what's up. Yeah, basically I completely agree with you, Dre. Like, that's the one thing about The Matrix. Like, I don't always just pop in The Matrix because it's like, do I really want to sit through that intro? It's kind of like drawn out. I mean, I understand it's necessary, but it's like one of those things where I kind of have to pick the moment that I actually want to watch that. But let's see. Let's go to. I have so much shit here. I just wanted to get a little bit on the nostalgic side since it is the new year, and I do have some stuff and things to show you guys.
Well, eventually we'll get to him.
Yes. So basically, this person tweeted this out: video games that are turning 20 in 2023, and
let's take a look.
it's a great fucking list. We got fucking Def Jam Vendetta, SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain, Street Volume 2, NBA Live, 2004, Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne, True Crime Streets of LA. Back when Madden games were actually really fun to play, Manhunt, Tony Hawk's Underground, bruh. This list is insane. Why? I feel like it in modern day we don't get a list like this for 1 year. Freaking.
It is funny. I'm just thinking back to a time in video games, like when you actually just like put a disc in and then like the whole game was there. You didn't have to like microtransaction to get like the rest of the game, and you didn't have to spend like $45,000 to get the complete game. It's like it just came in one tiny little disc and then everything was there and you had fun and you replayed it. Like better times 20 years ago.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy to think that my Christmas 1 year was was True Crime Streets of LA and Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. I was addicted to both of them. Two phenomenal games for their time.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't own any of these games.
You didn't play Wario World? Mario
Oh, and it's
Kart,
on there?
Double Dash,
Yeah,
Oh, Double
Wario
Dash.
World I played.
It's
Call
really,
of
it's really
Duty,
small. Yeah, I
Jack
played
2,
Wario World.
The Simpsons Hit and Run. The Simpsons Hit and Run I got for super cheap.
I don't think I played here
on
Double
sale.
Dash and Wario World. That's it.
Yeah, after like Tony Hawk Pro Skater, anything after that I didn't play. So Underground was like it wasn't. I wouldn't say it's a skip. I just didn't get to it. But
That's sad.
I mean, obviously Max Payne 2 I played, True Crime, Streets of LA I played, Streets Volume 2 I played, Wario World was great. I've never played a Jack game in my life.
You lying. You full of
I never
shit.
played. I don't even know what the character is, to be honest with you.
I mean, I know that it's obviously a like a Naughty Dog game, but I've never played any of the Jack games.
Wow.
Like, and I have the precursor, the first game for PS4 because Limited Run put out a game, a physical copy of it, but I haven't unwrapped it. It's still in the wrapping.
Wow. So I played the original Jack and Dexter like I want to say like 4 or 5 years ago, and it still holds up. Still a really fun game to play if you're into 3D platformers. So
Wait, is that
check it
Manhunt?
out.
I think I played Manhunt. Is that Manhunt?
Yep, that's Manhunt.
Yeah. Okay,
This
I played
is-
that.
Simpsons Hit and Run. I mean, that game is still expensive to get fine right now.
I never
Damn,
played
that's
it.
crazy. I had it. I don't know what I did with it. That's sad. Tony Hawk's Underground was really great. My favorite thing about that game in particular is that you can make long-haired future Trunks and actually like skate as long-haired future Trunks. So that was like pretty much my absolute addiction. So that just made me so immersed because
Is
like
that
that was my-
WrestleMania? That game sucked.
WrestleMania 19 is the game.
Yeah.
That game sucked.
Yeah, that was the GameCube game, if I'm not mistaken. I
remember playing-
Yeah.
But
I remember playing NBA Street Volume 2 at my cousin's house. That was a lot of fun. Def Jam Vendetta. I never owned Def Jam Vendetta. I know I played it. I don't know if maybe it was at
I
a
used to
GameStop or
own
something.
both of them, but I mean, if you try to get like, it's hard as shit to get like, was it Fight for New York, which is the one I think that came in the year after this one. It's still hard as hell to get that game now. It's like you gotta like shell out like $150 to get like some eBay version of the fucking game
I
now.
owned Fight for NY. It's depressing to think about how much
Yeah.
these games cost now. It's crazy, man. But Fight for New York was flames. I enjoyed that game so much.
Something else that actually did not make this list. Do you remember the video game Enter the Matrix?
Yeah,
Which
I
came
have it.
out the same
No.
year that they did the movies for the PS2, and it was like the one where it was Jada Pinkett Smith and
Yep.
the other guy. I can't remember his name, but they did like their own kind of like movie through the games that was supposed to be in like the same like parallel universe and whatnot. It was
Yep.
pretty like neat idea at the time, especially with the movies coming out.
It was fun. It was definitely a fun game. I actually have that game on my in front of me on the shelf there. It was cool. I have the one where you play as Neo as well. But yeah,
Oh,
it-
yeah.
it's crazy to
The
think
Path
that.
of Neo.
Yep, it's crazy to think that this was 20 years ago.
Oh yeah, yep. 2003, ladies and gentlemen, 20 years ago, 2 whole decades.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. I've been out of
Yep.
school for 21 years. Good lord.
Phil stole the words from out my mouth. Shit got me
Yep.
feeling old as
It
hell.
got you feeling
Yep.
super old.
Dude, I feel real old. I've been out of school for 21 years. It's crazy.
Yep. If you were born in 2003, you only have one more year away to get your ID so you can legally drink.
Damn. Yeah, Alex vs. Evil said Hit and Run was the shit. Hell yeah, bro. That was fun. I got the game for like $20. I got that and more out of that game. It was so much fun to just throw in Simpsons Hit and Run and just play that game for hours on end. I think that's what we're missing in gaming a lot. Like nowadays, it's like
Fun.
it's hard to find games that you could just pop the disc
Play.
in and just have instantaneous fun.
Yeah, if you go on eBay right now, Fight for New York, the cheapest one I'm seeing is about $150.
Yeah, that
So-
game
At
is
one point, it was like
very-
300.
I think it's
That's-
300 brand new if you have it, but like if it's used, you could usually get it for half that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
that's crazy.
must not have made a whole bunch of copies of that game, which is why it's so expensive.
I don't have the
Um,
PS2 version, but I do have the GameCube version.
Neo
The
brings up a
PS2 version is
serious.
the only version where you could change the voice actor. Like you could
Oh
change
yeah.
the voice. Any other version of that game, you can't change the voice.
Mm.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was any other version outside of PS2.
Yeah,
Damn.
they have an Xbox and a GameCube version.
So what is the last year where you got a roster of great video games? Not one good game, while the rest is trash.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I
Damn.
honestly don't either.
That's
mean,
tough.
I'd say like I guess 2016 was a pretty decent year.
Yeah, I think that was the year that The Witcher 3 and like Bloodborne had come out.
Yeah.
That might have
No,
been
I think that was
2016.
2015.
Was that 2015?
Yeah. I
And
mean,
then 2015 it is then.
yeah. I mean, there was like a couple of years the PS4 generation where there was a decent amount of stuff that came out. I can't say it's like as top tier as like PS2 era was specifically, because
Yeah.
to me that's just banger after banger was coming out, man. I don't know if it'll ever be like that again. I'm hoping this year will contend. We shall see. We're gonna get
Yeah,
into
this
it.
year is looking very, very, very promising. So
Yeah.
let's talk about it.
All right. So, just so you guys know, probably gonna be all over the place. I really did not make a good plan for this. But let's see. Let's bring up. You know what? We gotta leave the gaming shit for like what's coming up for last, honestly. But I'm just gonna let me see. I want to bring up because
Who
we
the hell
don't
is
just talk about video games here. We also talk about film. So I did want to bring this up because there are films coming out this year. I'm just wondering if anyone's excited for anything.
Mario? That's it.
Dang. Let's
Whatever
see.
the
I'm
new
bringing
label.
up a list here.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, perfect. Because I really couldn't remember everything off the top of my head.
Listen, I got something to say about this fucking Willy Wonka movie. They can go fuck themselves. If it's not Gene Wilder, they ain't
Damn.
nobody.
Oof. Yeah,
Who's
so
that?
Megan's coming out tomorrow, and apparently that's mid. I mean, who really wants to see another Ant-Man movie?
Nobody does.
That's,
I can see it, but I don't want to pay for it and see it in theaters. I can wait for Disney Plus, honestly.
I
Yeah,
don't know, man. It's just it to me. What I'm looking at here, John Wick. That I
Fire.
do want to see. Probably gonna end up going to movie theaters to see that.
yeah. I got into an argument on the last stream we did with Culture because I'm at the point where it's like, yeah, I like John Wick too, but they need to start wrapping this shit up, right? Because we're starting to reach the point of okay, I've had enough of John Wick now.
Like it's one of those things where I completely agree that John Wick is feeling like it's running its course, but I mean, what is the alternatives? If they stop John Wick, then we're not gonna get like that super gory action that doesn't cut. Like
Oh, you didn't know they're already working on the female spinoff
No,
of Anna de Armas?
Yeah, but
Who?
to me that's not.
Anna de Armas, the little Cuban girl who was with Ben Affleck before he went back to J-Lo.
So like when
So,
no, what's good?
I
What's
mean, I wouldn't
good
mind
in the
that. That's
hood,
why,
Red
man.
Hood? Good to see you,
it
bro.
would be a nice watch. Mr. Cheeks.
Wizard was good with you. He's hoping Creed 3 is good. Like my thing is, it's
My
like,
problem. Oh, go ahead.
with John Wick specifically. I like watching John Wick movies, not necessarily because I think the story is magnificent by any means. It's a good enough story. Do I love Keanu Reeves? I mean, I like Keanu Reeves a lot, but I don't hold him up high to a high level of acting. Like for me, I just want to see that like balls to wall action that doesn't feel censored, doesn't feel kiddie-ish. It's not like your superhero flick like that's gonna have its action, but it's very like scaled back. No, like John Wick, they don't fuck around. And that's why like I can still get down with a new John Wick movie, because it's like you don't really find that kind of action anywhere else, That's
Like,
just me personally.
The question that I have about Creed 3, someone brought up Creed 3, is that it's being directed by Michael B. Jordan. And I'm like, how did that deal come about to where he's directing the Creed movies now. And obviously we talked about how Sylvester Stallone is not very happy about losing the rights to Rocky, and then you hear this whole thing, so it's like I don't know if I'm in on this whole situation right now.
I just will not support any of these movies because look, they've axed Stallone from it in a very disrespectful manner, mind you. I don't think that I don't know if he supports this film in particular or not, but I'm kind of just grossed out by how the Rocky franchise, is outing Rocky himself. Like, the guy that fucking made this franchise, and he's, directed the mass majority of Rocky films. Like, a lot of this is attributed to him, and they're trying to, get rid of him. And I can't support that, as much as I do like boxing. I do love the sport. I do like watching boxing flicks. I'm good on that. So that's just me personally. But for me, I'm excited for John Wick. I'm excited for Super Mario Bros. Movie as well.
Yeah, I think it was someone who I can't remember exactly who had pointed out that the Scream logo is centered to look like the numeral letter 6, which just irritated the shit out of me. This is like knowing that like the last movie sucks shit as it is. I think it was like my top 5 worst movies of the year. Now that I figure out what they're doing with this sex one, it's like, oh great, now I hate it even more just because you guys are doing that.
Did you hear that? See that leak for a Super Mario Brothers movie where? Supposedly it shows Fire Mario and it showed Yoshi.
Nope.
Really?
Yeah.
I could dig it. I mean, they're doing Mario Kart and everything. It's one of those things where it's like, people may not like Chris Pratt voice acting Mario. Totally get that. I don't really like it either, even though I don't mind Chris Pratt. Some people just have like this vendetta against Chris Pratt for like stupid reasons. I don't mind Chris Pratt. He's just not Mario. So, like, I'm going to set that aside because I really do think that besides that, there seems to be a lot there in terms of if you're a fan of Mario. I love Mario Kart, so obviously I'm going to have to watch for that.
Look, let's forget about all of that, man. The best movie that's clearly on this list, Perico. Cocaine Bear is the best movie on this list, hands down.
Yeah,
no questions.
Well, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I hate to...
Where's Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, though? That's what I want to see.
Look, I know the premise of this movie is got a lot of people excited, but I have to calm everyone down for a second. I need to remind you that this film is, in fact, directed by Elizabeth Banks. You don't remember who Elizabeth Banks is? Yep.
Are we talking about...
I'm still seeing it.
Yeah, we're talking about the person who did what was that Charlie's Angels reboot that absolutely fucking flopped like a son of a bitch. She did another very terrible film not too long ago too, right? Wasn't it? Oh yeah, the Pitch Perfect movies. Call Jane was one that bombed. So yeah, that's the person who's in charge of this one. So
you know what?
Hey, look, man, a bear on cocaine sounds like a ride. I'm there. I don't care.
You know what's going to be the surprise movie of the year? I'll tell you what's going to be. Fucking Barbie. That's going to be fucking Barbie.
Barbie movie of the year?
Well, right. Margot Robbie needs this hit because her last 4 movies have flopped like a son of a bitch. So
yeah, I saw Babylon, and it's not like a bad movie, but yeah, I think she's running on fumes at this point.
Yeah, I mean, Harley Quinn flopped, the Suicide Squad flopped, Babylon flopped, Amsterdam flopped. So yeah, she's on a tough little run here.
Hey, if they want to be edgy, do a gender swap and make Barbie a man.
They already have that. It's called Ken.
Yes, it's called Ken. And Ken is being played by Ryan Gosling, who's 50 years old at this point? Like, are you fucking kidding me?
It should be John Cena. It'd be hilarious.
Oh my god.
Boop, boop, boop. No, John Cena needs to spend more money covering up that bald spot that he had on his head.
You can't see me. You can't see me.
He's trying to look like Ernest.
What's up, Yokai Gypsy? He said that he actually thought the Evil Dead Rise trailer was badass. I saw that, and I'm sorry, bro. I saw too many obnoxious-looking white women in that trailer, so automatically fucking yeeted. Okay, white women have ruined the world, and I have a lot against them. And when I see a bunch of white women that look deliberately obnoxious in a film, automatically they get yeeted the fuck out of here. So I'm good on I'm good on that shit.
I almost want to go see that movie Women Talking just because I felt like it's probably gonna be the most like obnoxious movie ever that I can almost find it entertaining.
Damn. Yeah, I mean,
You wanna
it
hear women
totally
talking?
sounds like they're deliberately
Why?
trying to be obnoxious.
Why?
Obnoxious.
Well, sorry.
Damn. Well,
Oh.
the thing is, like, when films are like obnoxious nowadays, it's because like the creators behind it think that they're actually not obnoxious and that like they have something important to say. Meanwhile, like what they have to say is absolutely worthless in the grand scheme of things, and most of the time doesn't even make sense to begin with. So I mean, on that level, it is like it's entertaining watching these dumb people think that they're smart. But yeah,
Oh,
Oz,
Ninja Turtles looks like dog shit. I saw the toys already.
really?
Horrible. Fuck that movie.
Wow.
I didn't even know that it existed until I saw.
Oh
the
yeah,
post
it's
just
an
now.
animated movie. I looked it up, and Willy Wonka. Whoever wants to do that can just go jump off of the nearest bridge. Fuck
What
that.
the hell? Hold on. James Marsden is going to be Master Splitter? Are you what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
What? So is it an animated movie?
Yes.
Nah, I'm cool.
That's concern, bruh.
The
Man.
last
Hey.
good like Ninja Turtle animated movie I saw was the Ninja Turtles versus Batman. That movie's fire. But
Oh, that
outside
was
of that, I
crazy
haven't
good.
seen anything else.
Who here is excited for Captain Marvel 2?
Who?
Yeah, Brie Larson, right? Because everyone loves Brie Larson.
Who the hell is
God,
that?
and I hear that they're
He
just
said-
doubling down.
Who the hell is that?
And I just hear that they're doubling down on the usual bullshit that everyone hates in regards to just the MCU in general
Oh.
and Captain Marvel. So
It looks-
yeah, that's gonna be fun. Can't wait to not watch it.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'll
look,
be skipping
Little
that one.
Mermaid.
That
Little-
first movie is not
Little
good.
Mermaid might be a sleeper hit.
Damn. Oh my god. But my thing is, why is the new Shazam movie still a thing? Because it's like they said that Black Adam is yeeted, it's over. That shit is over. You know, the Henry Cavill is done as well. Basically you just said that the current state of the DCEU is no longer a thing. So
Yeah,
most people
but
are
and
gonna
they
say the
also,
Shazam movie's pointless.
and not only that, they also confirmed that now they're open to keeping Ezra Miller after everything that's happened over the last year.
Yeah.
So we told Gal Gadot to go fuck herself. We told Henry Cavill to go fuck herself. We told The Rock to go fuck himself. And they're still burying The Rock in the media right now. But Ezra Miller, because he's a they, them, they're going to keep him around. So yeah, go
Hey,
fuck
look,
yourself.
man. I tell everybody every chance I get, man. Ezra Miller is the greatest DC villain of all time, hands
Yeah.
down.
Literally
No question
is.
about it.
Yeah.
He makes the Joker blush. Crazy.
Right.
Oh, did you guys? Here's some news that I actually did want to get to. Did you hear? And I want to, I'm going to go silent because I specifically want to hear Ozzknot's reaction to this. Did you hear that in the comic books, the Joker is officially, legitimately pregnant? Yes. I just hear the will to live leaving your body.
Well, it's been nice, everybody. I'm gonna go pack my bag and live in the windows with the scrolls. It's been great.
Yep.
That is
been
real.
really a thing.
It's been nice, everybody.
If it wasn't 2023, you'd think I was joking, right, Oz?
So is he like a tranny? Is he a fucking thingamajigger? What is he?
I don't know, but apparently he's pregnant because men can get pregnant according to
Did Batman? Did he get fucked by Batman?
according to Twitter. It's men can get pregnant. So yeah, whatever.
Who fucked him? Who fucked him?
Exactly, dude.
You don't need men to get pregnant anymore, right? That's why you had two lesbians get pregnant in the Lightyear movie. They didn't even bother to explain who the father was.
I didn't see that movie, but that's kind of wild.
The Joker is the joke now, Phil. I'm sad to have to inform you. DC Comics, stop supporting these guys, bros. If you want shit to get better, if not, enjoy and embrace the Joker.
See, this is what happens when Batman dies. This is what happens. It's bullshit.
Essentially, there was a discussion about this earlier, and the Joker. So the Joker became pregnant because he was trying to start a family with Zatanna, she wasn't going for it, so she did a spell on him and said no one else will have the baby. And basically, the enchantment was like twisted, and then Joker ended up being pregnant with his own kid.
Yeah, that sounds like significantly worse, even with the explanation.
I
Yeah,
would,
'cause
I
it's
mean,
like-
I would be
it's like
okay if
you
Harley Quinn had
know-
a sex change, and then I'm like, okay, I get it.
Like the thing is, you know that the creators behind this, like, you know, support alphabet community nonsense. Let's just put
Of
it that
course.
way. So like they know that it's nonsense, but they still support it. So if they have to do a little fuckery in their comics to, like, you know, have the end goal be what it is, men can get pregnant too, then they're willing to go for it. So that's the shit that we're dealing with. But
Hey, you know
yes,
what? I'm gonna have a kid this year. Why not?
Fuck
I
it.
mean, might
Fucking
as well,
do
and then
Yeah.
you know, claim someone's your baby daddy and get welfare. Why not?
Yeah, no matter of fact, I'll be my own baby daddy. How about that? Like I'm about to
That's right.
change the game for the
That's
LGBT
right.
Olympics right
Fuck
now.
it.
I'm doing
Fuck
it.
it.
I'm changing the
Fuck it.
game. I'm having
Fuck it,
my own
God.
kid by me, by myself. I'm the baby daddy and the mama. Let it
Fuck it.
happen.
If fucking Godzilla can do it, I can do it too. Fuck it.
Society, you're a movie dude. Did you watch this movie?
That's fucking
Yokai's
disgusting.
No.
Accident,
I'm sorry.
Daniel Radcliffe.
No, Daniel
Surprisingly
Radcliffe's a little rat face fuck, and I didn't want to go see that movie, so I skipped it.
Sue, shit, hold on, I can't get off this. Who gave them the bright idea to have him a fucking baby?
Stupid people that don't deserve the jobs that they have. But Dre brings up, you know, basically sums it up. Damn, 2023 already started out with the fuck shit. Yes.
Yeah.
I see more. There's more fuck shit. I will get you guys more fuck shit because basically one of the things that I want to express is that 2023 is just 2022 part 2, and I'll prove it to you. So let's start off with this bullshit right here. You guys are gonna love this. Oof. It is going to be a grand old time because EA does it again. So we got this right here. Apparently 60% basically a bunch of people lost their franchise saves on Madden. EA says 60% of recently wiped Madden franchise saves likely unrecoverable.
Wait, what the
Publisher
fuck did I just read?
apologizes for data storage issue which corrupted save files.
I was gonna
What?
laugh, but then I realized it's
Gaming,
Madden.
everyone.
Like it's Madden,
Listen.
so it's not like that. Like it's a big deal, but it's not that big of a deal. That is kind of
Bruh.
crazy that they can't recover it though. That is kind of wild.
No,
Like you don't
pissed I'd
offer
be.
like cloud saves, and then like when someone tries to recover their data, they can't.
Yep. So
EA spends all of his money on their yearly update that they charge you $70 for. They don't care about the fucking servers.
exactly, like, yo, it's like, well, I'm not surprised, and it's like I used to absolutely obsessively play like Madden and MLB games back in the day, like whichever one. I would get both of them of the same year, sort of deal. Like when what was it? ESPN 2K5 came out. I also did get Madden 05. Like I couldn't help myself. Like I would get, you know how pissed I would be if like my save file for my franchise mode got corrupted. Because I'm the type of person, I don't get invested in like the bullshit microtransactions when it comes to like these sports games. I will play their franchise mode and that's it. That's all you get from me. You're lucky I buy the game.
I wish 2K fucking remastered the greatest football game ever made. I wish they can get their hands back on the NFL and just remaster that fucking football game and shut up EA for once and for all.
I want a remaster of ESPN 2K5. Let me get that.
Yes, the greatest one ever.
That was a Sega game, believe it or not.
No, wait. I'm sorry. What was the one that came out for what the hell was the one they called the greatest football game ever? Like ahead of its time and all that shit.
ESPN 2K5
2K5. Yes.
from Sega.
They need a remaster.
They can't remaster it just
it's
due
not
to they
I
can't
know.
do it
It's just
just
an
based
unrealistic
on,
expectation, sadly.
yeah,
I
they
know.
would have
It's
to
still-
like try to go and
that
get
game
permission from everybody.
Still does shit none of these games fucking do nowadays, and it's sad.
Yep. They actually took away like remember a feature like basically when you'd play these NFL games back in the day, like helmets would get popped off. Now they don't do that shit anymore because, you know, the whole
They would
shit
actually
with
show
concussions
cheerleaders.
and whatnot. Yes, yes. Oh my god. Resign BC. NFL Street 2, please. Yes. I completely support that. You're coming here with some heat right now. I appreciate you, bro. But you guys said EA Sports. It's in the glitch. Yes, pretty much.
It's in the wall.
Remember a time where you used to get hyped for that before you'd play the game? Now it's like you want to throw up when you hear that shit. But
EA Sports, it's gonna
here's
suck.
another one. Oh, you know, because it wasn't enough hearing about this shit all of 2022. But FTC says there are currently no substantive settlement talks with Microsoft over Activision deal. Because we really want to hear more and more about this. I just want them to decide. I don't care what happens with this situation. Fucking either just approve it or don't approve it. I just want to get past this shit. Please. I want it to
Just let him have it. Just let him have it and get this shit show over. I don't care anymore.
Look, the entire world's going to be owned by like 4 evil mega corporations anyway. It's pretty much going to be like Apple, Google, whoever owns all the entertainment, maybe Comcast or something like that. And then like another one, like a giant mega Uber bank or something like that. And they're going to run the entire world and throw everything into a dystopian future until a giant rock hits this planet and blows everything up. And then we start anew.
Please.
So.
Oh my god. All right. So,
please.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like we should just go out that way and be done with it. So, But I got some more fuck shit. This one's kind of personal to me, and you'll see why in a second.
Okay.
But my question is, why? Just big, bold letters. Why? PUBG Mobile brings Bruce Lee into the fold. Why?
He'll be in Fortnite soon. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Why does PUBG... How is PUBG even still a thing?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, you could say the same because like Grand Theft Auto and all the other games that have been around for 15 years now, right?
But here's the thing. Grand Theft Auto makes a shit ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, despite the issues I personally do have with GTA, like, all the GTAs that have come out so far, like, have a reason to still exist. Whereas PUBG doesn't.
It just doesn't. I mean, Fortnite killed it day one when it came out. There's no way, bro. No way.
Yeah. And it's one of those things where, like, years after PUBG came out, it came onto Game Pass. I don't know if you remember that, Oz. But
yeah,
I played it. Yeah, it was fucking atrocious. I'm like, how do people, like, obsessively play PUBG? It plays like a dog turd on wheels. That's it. Like,
yeah, I didn't get past the tutorial, so yeah, I'm in agreement with y'all.
Yep, and
like especially the way especially the graphics of Fortnite, the way it looks now. Oh my god, dude, it's disgusting. I think there's no comparisons anymore.
Yeah, and Wizard, you're right. Bruce Lee been getting milked for decades. Yes, like Bruce Lee, sadly at this point, and I'm a huge fan of Bruce. That's my dude since I was as far back as I can remember. But Bruce Lee's name is a business. His daughter definitely reminds you of that every opportunity that she gets. Some things I don't mind about his daughter, and then some things I think that she's kind
You
of...
think you're ever gonna bring the Crow to Fortnite?
The Crow?
Yeah.
Press X to doubt. If it does happen, it'll be from the new Crow movie that's apparently coming out.
It wouldn't be Brandon Lee.
Well,
Like they can't.
Yeah.
They can't
I hope.
get that
I was
cleared.
gonna say that. I hope he dodges this time. I'm sorry. That's what I was thinking of the whole time.
Soul leaving body.
And I think you know the family would probably find it distasteful for like him to actually get shot in Fortnite, even like if that's how he went out.
I mean,
That's what I'm getting at.
But to be fair, though, it's like it's the Lee family. They've milked Bruce Lee's name for every fucking dime that they possibly can. So it's like, do they really have a right to judge? You know, I agree that it's distasteful, but for them to say it, it's kind of like, ugh, gross. But here's another one that made me laugh. And not necessarily that it happened, it's more so the response. Elden Ring reportedly surpasses The Last of Us Part 2's Game of the Year award
Good.
record.
Yeah, there was a lot of salt,
fallout.
like a lot of sodium hills that were made because of this news.
Yes, and I loved every bit of it. Just watching people simultaneously combust with salt. Just that made me so happy because and the thing is, a lot of people think The Last of Us 2 made cancerous fans. No. If you've been involved with The Last of Us on Facebook, well, years before The Last of Us 2 came out, you would have been known The Last of Us fans are cancer. It's sad to have to say that. I love the original game, but like it's one of those things where if you wanted to like have good conversation over the original game on the Facebook, it was not possible. They are some of the worst, most cancerous fans I've seen in all of gaming. And just to watch them literally value the amount of bullshit ass awards there are in the games industry to the point where they want blood over the Elden Ring surpassing The Last of Us 2 in awards. Nah, like I'm here for all the salt, bro. Yes, Alex, you put it perfectly. The salt must flow. That's what's up. I mean, to me, honestly, when I look at The Last of Us Part 2, and a lot of people may not agree with me, and that's fine, but I just see that as a social political push back in the day. Like, everyone had to give it all these awards because, Abby Zilla, whatever the fuck have you. Like, it was, to me, a social political narrative push as to why The Last of Us got as many achievements as it did. And I'm not saying it's a bad game. I think that the gameplay was actually really good. But a lot of people like to claim that the story is truly depthful when at the end of the day, the story cannibalized its characters just to say revenge bad. And that to me is fucking dog shit. I don't know how you guys feel about it personally, but
Yeah, that ending is no. And then, recently I think Neil Druckmann said that he said the story isn't over, so he's willing to do a part 3 of the game.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, I think with the The Last of Us, then The Last of Us Remastered, then we had part 2, then we had part 1 remastered, then we're getting part 1 on PC, then they're probably going to do part 2 again. And with the TV show, it's like they're exhausting that IP to the point where I don't even care about it anymore. The Last of Us was seen as like one of the best games that I've ever played, and the first one still is, but the way that they're doing the franchise, it's almost like Fast and the Furious. Like, you're doing way too much with this game, and it's only 2 games, and yet there's like 4 or 5 different iterations of it. Like, I'm cool.
Yeah. I don't know, man. To me, it's like the franchise isn't worth, like, you're declining its value because of this oversaturation. Like, to me, I don't need The Last of Us Part 2 remake when it comes to PC. I'll gladly wait till it's like $30 and maybe even less than that. And I'll probably buy it on G2A or CD keys. And normally I don't fuck with G2A, but just to be spiteful, I'll fuck with G2A. So that's where I'm thinking at this point when it comes to Last of Us Part 2. And the reason why I'm spiteful when it comes to Naughty Dog is particularly because Naughty Dog is deliberately antagonistic towards the people they're trying to sell product to, which always, is wrong. Do not do this. If you want to make money, if you want to be genuine about, basically giving people your art, if you're genuine about it, do not be spiteful to the people you're trying to get to buy your shit, period. And I feel as though Naughty Dog kind of just listens to criticism and then says, well, we're going to double down on all this negative criticism. Because I'm hearing that apparently Naughty Dog, the rumor is like Naughty Dog's next game is going to be even more like cinematic-y. And it's like, that's like honestly one of their biggest criticisms, that their games are too overly cinematic. And it's like, oh, we're going to double down on that. It's like,
It's probably gonna be Uncharted.
Well, when I initially read that, they said that they were gonna have like a writer's room. I didn't take that as it was going to be more cinematic. I took it as they were going to have like actual writers and then trying to make this a more engrossed story, that something that's going to be more robust. But even then, I still think it's still going to be a cinematic experience because that's what they do, and
Yeah,
that's the Sony formula at this point. That's what they're good at. That's what they're known for. But when I initially saw that, that's what I thought of.
yeah, I feel you. Um, are you guys gonna watch the Last of Us TV show?
No.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I'll be watching it.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
mean, it
watch
won't
it
be on. I
too.
don't have HBO Go. I'll be using somebody else's account, but I'll be watching it then.
I'm more curious about the Twisted Metal show.
Did you guys see the Gran Turismo trend?
Nah, I'm cool.
Why?
I'm cool.
Nobody knows why. It just exists for whatever reason.
Why?
I feel like everything Hollywood does now, they're just trying to subvert society now. They're not even trying to like make entertaining shit anymore. It's like how can we make society progressively worse? Oh, let's put this out.
When is that Twisted Metal show even supposed to come out?
Who knows?
Couldn't
We
tell you,
don't
Because
bro.
I know it was filmed and everything. It was supposed to come out with a new game and all that shit, and nothing.
Yeah. They have a lot of projects in the works, PlayStation, that are not video games. So there's a long ass list, and it's on that long ass list. And to me, that is the most concerning thing of all. Because when I look at PlayStation, the first thing I say is video games. That's what I want. And when I see a bunch of not video games being something that seems to be important to PlayStation right now, what it makes me think of is early Xbox One generation, where Xbox wanted to be obsessed with television. They did it in a different way, but it's still the same. I get the same vibe from that. And I was against that back Xbox One, and I'm against it now. And that's not going to change. So I do hope that PlayStation pulls their Hollywood head out of their ass and realizes that gamers don't need this, especially when you make a bunch of cinematic style games to begin with.
You can thank Sonic the Hedgehog movie for this, because now all of these developers and game studios are going to want to make movies now.
Yeah. I'm concerned with PlayStation, that's why I'm glad that I never put all my eggs in one basket. PlayStation was my favorite console last gen, but this gen, they're kind of just annoying the fuck out of me to the point where it's just like, your games are good, but they're not they're not day ones to me, and you guys want to talk about movies, so I don't care.
It's like these systems been out for like almost 3 years now. It still doesn't feel like these fucking the console generation started yet.
I mean, I feel you. I feel like the whole COVID situation, it posed a problem, but I feel like it's also an excuse at this point to not produce. PlayStation has become very withdrawn with communicating to their customer base. What do we have to be excited for? I mean, they told us that Spider-Man 2 is coming out next year, but why not a trailer? Like,
I can't wait for next year's 9-minute acceptance speech at the Video Game Awards. It's gonna be fucking lit.
Please stop.
9 fucking minutes, and then he had the audacity to come up after the fact talk about I didn't get to thank my wife. Motherfucker, you spoke for 10 minutes. You couldn't thank your wife somewhere in the first 2? That's your fucking problem.
I told y'all he thanked me in that acceptance speech too, by the way. And actually, I think so. They said that he actually broke the record for the longest acceptance speech. Like,
yeah, because any other real award show would have got him off the stage at like 90 seconds in.
No, I want to see
I think that might be like a world record. He might actually get like a certification for having that record. That's kind of crazy when you think about it.
I want to see Rabbi Bill Clinton come and accept an award.
Yeah.
Please.
Let's see. Newswick asks a question. Did you think it's the fault of games like Telltale or games like The Last of Us for the trend of cinematic games? Or did you have a different answer? I mean, Telltale games are one of those things where, like, they're not super duper popular, but I don't think that they influenced the trend of cinematic games. Because, matter of fact, I actually liked a lot of Telltale games because I accept the reality of what kind of game they're supposed to be. They're not action focused. They're story focused, and sometimes I just like to chill back and then choose an option that influences the story. But they haven't really. I don't feel as though they've had an influence on changing the industry to embrace making all of video games like film or television. The Last of Us definitely has. To me, the Last of Us has because of its inherent success. Like, it is a very huge selling franchise, and a lot of Sony, I feel as though, has really influenced this a lot because their games have been very successful, particularly in the PS4 generation, and a lot of companies have followed suit with that. What were you gonna say, Alex?
Oh, no, what I think it is too. I think a part of it is just the movies have just been so fucking bad that the video games have been rivaling them in storytelling. That's what it is. It's been tumbling them for fucking a few decades now. The movies are just sucked ass, and now the video games are, if not even better than what the fucking movie's producing.
See, now, I played a little bit of Metal Gear Solid 4 back in the day, and Phil here says we had Metal Gear Solid 4 before the other games. Like, the thing about Metal Gear Solid 4 is that they had a lot of cutscenes. Like, a lot of cutscenes. But when it was, like, gameplay time, like, complete hands-off, the player has all the power. Whereas with, like, a lot of these games now, even though you're in, like, a gameplay segment, they're like, oh, well, you can't run here. We're going to hold you back. We're going to, have bullshit going on that keeps you from being able to play the game the way you're supposed to. And that stuff I don't like. I'd rather just have a cutscene and then get to gameplay where I have all the control. So, like, to me, I think Metal Gear Solid 4, I was okay with the way that plays because it's like you got your cutscene, given there's a lot of fucking cutscenes. But after that, go back to playing.
No, I didn't play Metal Gear Solid 4, but I heard that the end of the game is a cutscene that is over 2 hours long. It's basically a movie that you watch at the end of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a insane ending cutscene. I mean, look, the thing is, it's like, do I necessarily think that that's like the greatest way to make video games? I don't personally think so. Do people say that it's one of the greatest works of art they've ever seen? Yeah, some of them do. So I mean, hey, a lot of people love that game, and it's definitely one of those things where it's like, I think it's cool that games like this exist, but I don't want all games like this to be like this. Like, I think that's a fair assessment.
Yeah, my thing with Telltale is that thing ran its course very quickly once you realize that, oh yeah, it's a game that is based on my choices, until you realize, oh, actually my choices don't really matter that much, because it all comes back to the same conclusion by the time you get to the end of the episode. So I think once people started catching on that, that's when the whole genre started to fall apart.
I mean, yeah. For me, I personally would get into them as long as they had like a theme that I thought was interesting. So, like, when they started getting into like Guardians of the Galaxy and the Batman Telltale games, I was like, nope, I'm good. Now, one game I'm excited for is The Wolf Among Us 2, because for a while that it was gonna happen. Then Telltale went went downhill. But then they said, yeah, it's actually happening. So I'm actually excited for that because I like the theme. It's like, to me, that's something that I'm looking forward to. But to get into just some things that I did find interesting that is happening. Hold on. Let me. Oh, wait, I don't have it. Well, you know what? We're just going to run it like this. So just some general things that I do find interesting, but nothing too crazy. I mean, I guess, well, since we were talking about Metal Gear, Konami says that it has unannounced projects that are deeply and quietly underway. So, I mean, hey, a lot of people obviously think it's going to be like Metal Gear. A lot of people think it's going to be a remake of the original. Are you guys interested in Konami returning back to the video game space? Since I guess they failed. I guess they failed with their casino endeavors.
Hey man, tell them niggas stick to pachinko machines, man. Nobody want to play any games, man. I'm cool.
There's also a rumor that he's coming to Fortnite.
I mean, that I would day one it. You know, I couldn't say no to that. But
What was the name of that game that they put out like a few years ago that was like it looked like Metal Gear, but it was like what was it called? Lost in something? And that game bombed. Like every time they they still have the Fox engine.
Oh yeah,
They still have the
yeah.
Fox engine. So Kojima created had the Fox engine, created so that he can make Metal Gear games, and then all of the other studios, if they wanted to use them, they can use them. But when he was, yeeted out of the company, they kept that engine from him. So now that's, they still have it, and I think they still use it.
yeah,
So we'll see if
they do.
if they make a new like Metal Gear, they may use that engine to make the games.
Yeah. It's crazy how that like it's still crazy to think about the fallout between Kojima and Konami. But honestly, I want Konami to return back to the gaming space, at least in terms of their IPs. It's one of those things where they do have a lot of long-standing franchises that are important to
That's
the
who
gaming
made Silent
space.
Hill, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, despite the bullshit that they did pull back in the day, I do want their IPs to live on. I think that they deserve to live on, And Red Hood's saying just let Bluepoint handle a Metal Gear Solid remake. I agree. Anarchy says fuck Konami. Yeah, I think Big Burr here says as long as they come back strong with some fire, I'm with it. Yeah, exactly. Like you have to earn your way back. Like with the way you guys went out, you have to earn your way back. But I do personally believe generally in redemption. So I mean, if they earn our trust and they give us good games, I mean, I'm willing to welcome Konami back to the gaming space as long as they don't pull some extra super duper bullshit. So that's how I feel about it personally. And let's see what else. What else do I have? I do have some other bullshit here, just a little bit more, just a tad bit more. Actually, it's just one more thing. I thought this was interesting. The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom is reportedly the Switch's last significant game.
It should be.
Like
It's a
ever?
bookend.
Well, until they release a Switch successor.
This will be the last video game ever, and then just blow up the entire office.
No, I think I think what they're saying is like in terms of like a big like release for the system, this is gonna be the last. This is the last hurrah.
Last Switch game.
And then
yeah.
they'll have some like little indie games that'll come out for it or whatever. But they're saying this is the last this is what's the last big release that we're gonna do, and then whatever's ahead, that's what'll be next.
Yep, that's I've been dying to see Nintendo release a Switch Pro, and that got canned for whatever dumb fuck reason. I guess more so because of the COVIDs kind of derailed their desire to, I guess, get hardware out there, which I can kind of understand. But at the same time, the Switch, everything that comes out on the Switch now that's like a big release kind of just runs like dog piss. So that's it would have been really nice to have gotten a Switch Pro. I would have definitely been wanting to buy it. It could have probably prolonged the Switch life cycle a little bit on their part, but it's time to move on. The Switch just it ain't doing it. I think it's still good for 2D games, but for 3D games, their 3D endeavors, they need more power.
Hate to say it, the best way to play this game is sell its 17 and play it on the Steam Deck.
Oh,
Or play it on your PC on Yuzu.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's sad that is the reality of the situation, but it is the reality of the situation. So, I'm hoping that Nintendo will stop being little dicks and stop attacking the Steam Deck for their inability to step their game up. Step your game up.
It's really sad. We only got one big Mario title out of this console generation for them.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, was the big one for them for Mario. I mean, they had that other one.
To be fair, it's like, do you want another 3D Mario game?
Yes.
But I mean, at the same time, it's kind of like one of those things where if you do that, you're kind of going to make it run its course. And there's no really there's not really any 2D Mario because Mario Maker kind of just. How can game developers compete with
Odyssey
gamers
2.
that have made some of the most insane Mario courses in Mario Maker?
I would take an Odyssey 2.
Odyssey 2. I mean, I would definitely be up for it for sure if they did it. But it'd be awesome to see Odyssey 2 on next gen, bro.
Yeah.
I think if they would have went the Switch Pro route, they probably would have did Mario Odyssey 2 because it would have prolonged the Switch's life cycle. But
I hate to say it, but I think this is going to get pushed back.
Zelda?
Yeah.
Back, gone.
I think it's going to get pushed way. I think it'll be whatever their next console is. This will be the launch title for it. Not even a cross-gen title. I think it'll just be this, and that's it.
I think they should do a cross-gen title. I mean, it's one of those things where you kind of have to, at the and believe me, I hate cross-gen. I think that the current state of gaming absolutely suffers immensely from cross-gen. But it's time. Like it's one of those things where I understand making the transition. Like you have to do cross-gen, but after that first year, it's time to stop. Like that's how I feel personally.
What's gonna get really interesting is what are they gonna do with these cartridges? Because I have a feeling if they do another handheld, it's just gonna be all digital. They're not gonna have like any moving parts to that. No cartridges.
I don't really see them going all digital like right now because they haven't started that transition. It's not one of those things that you can just, stop the the gates or whatever, just close the gates and be done with it. That's not going to happen. I think that they'll have like a next gen console that doesn't take cartridges so that they can sell it at,
Oh, they'll sell like a little adapter you can plug in to fucking read the cards. Because they're little SD cards. That's all they really are.
Yeah. Yo, what is up? Striker, it's good to see you. And he says, I'm hearing that Nintendo is going to have a huge first-party release after Zelda drops. I mean, I guess on a next-gen console, right? So
they gotta talk about it soon. They have to.
Yeah, I've heard this too, Striker. He said, I'm hearing a new Nintendo Switch was supposed to release, but due to the microchip shortage, they canceled it. Yeah, that's pretty much what's out there. They were planning a Switch Pro, but due to the situation of the world,
I wish
the COVID and shit, it would have been nice to have a Switch Pro, man. Oh my god.
I wish they would just separate it, man. Go back to having a console and a handheld. Game Boy and your entertainment and just a regular console.
But I don't think that solves anything in regards to Nintendo's problem, because it's not like Nintendo was solid when it comes to like the console space. Like some of their consoles were hits and some of them were massive misses. Like the Wii U was a fucking bomb. It was. I had one, but that was probably one of their biggest failures. Besides was that Nintendo headset that they had back in the day. The GameCube was a great console. Didn't sell very well. even when Nintendo kind of does their thing in the console space, it's never been guaranteed for them. Where they've always had that guarantees with their handhelds, and so I understand why the Switch exists. I think it's important to have.
I do too.
Nintendo in the handheld space. That's what separates them from everyone else. But yeah, to me, I want to see the next gen, whatever the next console that Nintendo makes, in the very least, be able to play Switch games. That to me is a must. Nintendo has been pretty good in regards to that. But I feel like it should definitely be a thing, specifically since the Switch cartridges are little cartridges. They're not discs or anything. So I'm hoping. But yeah, guys.
I really want Nintendo, honestly, I love Nintendo. I want them to fucking take it serious again. Like how they did with the GameCube. Because the GameCube's the last time I personally think they actually took gaming fucking seriously. It's like after that, it's been all fucking gimmicks. With the Wii remote and handheld, I want Nintendo to go back to being Nintendo and kick some ass because they have some of the best franchises ever in gaming. And it's just like
Respect.
they're sitting on so much. It's crazy. Like I
Yeah.
see the potential, and it sickens me because there's where the hell that came out? It was a really badass looking Zelda game before Breath of the Wild came out. It was a fucking tech demo that they had at E3 the one year. It's a really badass fucking Zelda game, and it showed potential of what the Wii U could do, but it
Yeah.
never lived up to it. It was fucking awesome. Actually, it looked better than fucking Breath of the Wild
Yeah, I
to a
mean,
certain extent.
it's one of those things where I don't like. I want Nintendo to like be better, but at the same time, I don't want them to be the same as Xbox or PlayStation. You know?
It's like they're afraid to do it because like there's one boss scene in Mario. You're fucking at like a Dark Souls fucking dragon. It's like they keep peering over the edge, but they're afraid to take the jump. Like fucking, you could do some adult cool shit. All these kids that grew up on this are all fucking old now. Grow old with them.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's
I
okay
think
to have the kiddie content. I get it, but it's time to mature. It's time to evolve yourself. Come
I
on.
mean, the problem is, we got adults out here that aren't maturing. They'll buy the kiddie stuff. Like they go out of their way to buy all the Nintendo kid content. And look, I'm one of them. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I'm not. If there's a fucking good ass Nintendo kids game out there that I can see myself playing, I can fucking buy it. I don't care. So like, I guess I am part of the problem in that sense.
Oh yeah, you're
But,
definitely part of the problem.
Now, when they put out garbage though, I won't buy it. Like,
What you mean,
new
like the last
Pokemon
22 years of Pokemon?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's the last 20 years.
You're a part of the
Oh, yeah.
problem.
Yep.
When they on when they on-
Pokemon jumped the shark after Gold and Silver, and then it's just been going continuously ever since.
I'm not gonna like. Did you play Ruby Sapphire, bro?
Yeah. Well, once
Those
they
are-
went past 250, I was
Yeah.
like, no, I'm done. Like this is dumb.
Well, that's
And now
your
where are they at?
personal
Like
choice.
1,000?
Yes, and they refused to actually make 3D assets for all the Pokemon that they chose to create. See, and that's when I say, okay, go fuck yourself. Like that's when I'm like off the bandwagon. Like Pokemon, it's one of those things where sometimes, like when I think that they're doing at least semi decent shit and they're trying to do the right thing, I support them. But when they're on some bullshit, I wouldn't touch their games with a 10-foot pole.
Because once again, like for another example, the fucking Pokemon movie, they talk about fucking Pokemon fucking ginseng and going on drugs and killing people. They poke at the idea of doing mature shit. They're so afraid to put it into a video game. Nintendo, grow the fuck up and make a game.
Yeah, honestly, Phil, Black and White gets like looked over so much when Black and White was actually a really good game.
Gold and Silver.
Okay,
Game Boy
well,
Color.
You missed out on some of the good ones. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
That shit ain't been cool since they had the Atomic Purple Game Boy.
Oh my gosh. Well, moving on because I think that
Trash.
we just
Yeah, I
be
was
going
dozing
around
off. There's too much
circles.
Nintendo talk, man. I don't wanna hear that.
Exactly. We're gonna talk about what we're looking forward to this year because a lot of people believe that potentially 2023 is a big year for gaming, and I think that there's reason to think that. Honestly,
There's some heat coming out this year.
there is
If
some
we have,
heat,
if
and
we
we
have fucking
started.
money to buy it, fucking money to buy.
Well, like it's pretty crazy when you think about it, because like most of the time January is kind of dry as fuck for gaming, but this year, man, we starting pretty hot, bro. We literally a lot of people are hype as fuck for that Dead Space remake. I know that TJ, I know that you're super hyped for it. I'm pretty sure you already pre-ordered it, right?
Yeah, I got it.
A lot of people are absolutely ready for that. And that's just in January, bro. And personally, I think the game looks awesome. Some people bring up some things about the remake that I think are valid. Like Isaac, he doesn't really have much reaction to some of the things going on during the game. Whereas if you play the original game, he does have like physical reactions to what's going on, which when I look at that, that is kind of like that does kind of suck. But visually, I think the game looks amazing. The dismemberment looks really good.
Yeah.
TJ, what do you see? Like, why do you think it's worth buying a remake of Dead Space?
So the news that recently, before the news that I received today, I enjoyed the first game, and with Callisto Protocol not being what everyone expected it to be, I see that, just based off of the dev diaries and the things that I've seen and how they say, they sound passionate about the game they're making. And what I've actually seen gameplay wise looks really good. So that's why I'm ready to play it. And I enjoyed the original game. And the him talking in this game is kind of weird considering he didn't speak in the first one. And like you said, that is a critique in regards to him not physically reacting to certain things that happen to him or happen around him. That is weird. So it's not necessarily a good thing in my opinion, but overall, I think it'll be a quality game, especially at the top of the year.
I feel you. Yeah. I definitely, I don't know if I'm gonna pick it up day one, but I'm gonna try and pick it up because in general, it's one of those things where it's EA, but I do want to support like mature games that are truly M-rated.
Oh, and another reason.
Gory.
So a lot of the things that they said that they had, cut out from the original game, they're going to be implementing that and making the story a lot more deeper in regards to, because they have the resources to be able to do it. So now it'll make it a more expansive game, and then we'll probably get more gameplay out of it in terms of like time spent, so more hours of gameplay that we could get.
Yep. And Resign here says it is for me like it's a big year for him. He said Atomic Heart and Dead Space and RE4 is games that he's looking forward to. So I actually want to get your thoughts on something, guys, because and it's gonna bring in Hogwarts Legacy as well. And I actually have some thoughts about Hogwarts Legacy that might kind of make some of y'all be like, oh god, why?
All right, let's see.
So I just want to get your general thoughts on basically some criticism out there that personally, I'm not going to give my personal thoughts, but I did make a tweet because basically a lot of Twitter weirdos and weirdos on Reddit was just like, if you guys buy Hogwarts Legacy, you're a fucking bigot because you support what's her face?
The creator of Harry Potter, the J.K. Rowling chick?
Yeah, J.K. Rowling. You support J.K. Rowling. So basically, you're a bigot if you buy Hogwarts Legacy. And
just stop right there for a second. These people legitimately believe that they have so much influence and power that they can actually shame people into doing what they want them to do. It's like, oh, if you buy that video game, you're a bigot. Like, okay, and I'm still gonna buy it. Like, what do you want? Oh, if you don't go see this movie, you're a bigot. Yeah, I'm not going to watch it. So what's next?
Here, it gets even more entertaining because for Atomic Heart, it's the same thing as well, but even more ridiculous. Basically, Atomic Heart is developed by people that are Russian. And so apparently because of that, it should automatically be boycotted. So yeah, basically these people just, live in Russia. They don't really have any influence over the policies that their country stands for, whether you agree with what's going on with the current state of international affairs or not. These people are just making a video game. But apparently, since they're Russian, they're from Russia, automatically, apparently, they're evil. And if you support Atomic Heart, you're apparently also a bigot. So, if you guys want to give your thoughts on that, personally, I said I'm going to play Atomic Heart and Hogwarts Legacy. And if you don't like that because of your mentally deranged political, ideological nonsense, then eat a sack of baby piglet dicks. That's how I feel. The fact that they're telling me that if I support this, I'm a bigot, makes me want to support it even more because I just think that these people are genuine pieces of shit. I don't know if you guys want to give your thoughts on that, but that's mine.
These people are fucking retards. But yeah, you go ahead first.
When you try to bully somebody that has, like, I think J.K. Rowling is like a billionaire, something like that. Like, and she's 57 years old. Like, you can't bully somebody that's been through the life that she's lived. Like,
keep in mind, they're only calling her a bigot because she came out and said, yeah, you know what? I don't want men to be playing women's sports. And they were like, oh, you bigot. They're real women. And it's like, this is how this whole thing started, by the way.
And for me personally, I think she said way more like controversial and annoying shit than that.
Yes, she
but
has.
That's like the thing that's like, if you support her because she said that one thing, you are the devil, just like
Yeah. And like this is making people even more hostile towards the LGBTQ because they've turned this into like, you know, this, like they said, they've gotten rid of religion and now they've made like the gay community like their litmus test of morality now. So it's like, oh, do you support everything that this group does? Do you support transgender sports? Do you support people in bathrooms? Do you support drag queen story hour? And most people are like, no, I don't support any of that. Oh, you're a bigot. It's like, this is how you get people to turn against you, and you turn people against you in rapid fashion.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's one of those things where a lot of these people, like, people don't understand the reality that is social media at this point. A lot of people don't give a fuck about anything. They pretend to care. The reason why they pretend to care is because they can generate clicks, views, and all that off of pretending to care. And so there's nothing genuine about what they're saying. It's just that what is going to get me trending and what is controversial so that I can generate and grift. That's essentially what it boils down to. These people want to use the LGBT community as a way for them to make personal money off of it.
I was just thinking, now I know why Vice is not going to be in Street Fighter.
Probably.
Maybe.
It wouldn't surprise me at this point.
I was just thinking that. Now I know why Vice is not going to be a fucking Street Fighter. Fuck those assholes.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I think when you get into, I don't have an issue with anybody being whoever they want to be, but the issue comes in where you start pushing your ideologies and your opinions on people as if it should be carried on by the rest of the world. It's not how life works.
Yep.
It's called having a fucking opinion and have your own.
I know, but these little fucking communist revolutionaries want everyone to have one world opinion now. So this is where we're at now. Like, you have to think exactly the way that they do, and even their views change from year to year, day to day too. So that's a stupid measure by itself. But it's like, no, you have to believe that communism is bad, that age doesn't matter, that everyone love is love, all the other bullshit platitudes that they throw on you, or if you're a bad person, you have to be ostracized from society. And it's like, yeah, keep pushing. We're gonna get to fuck around and find out territory very, very fast here.
Yeah. The reality is these people are extremely divisive, extremely judgmental. For me, it's like honestly, I'm not the type of person. I'd really prefer not to judge people. It really, at the end of the day, it comes down to, can I get along with you? Are you a decent person that I can get along with? If that's the case, then I'm down to hang out with you. I'm down to be cool with you, whatever. Like, these people have all of these, like, rules set that you must abide by in order for them to consider you a good person. And they think that their word is somewhat meaningful. And it's like, no, you're a piece of shit like everyone else, or even worse. If you want to choose to be worse, that's up to you. But you're not better than anyone. At the end of the day, they genuinely think that they're better than everyone else. And the way I see that, I think that you are the worst of us. Period.
Is somebody munching on Doritos right now? Is that what I'm hearing in the background?
You're hearing
I mean,
it.
yeah.
So,
thank you for muting yourself. But and it's funny because I did mention this before we started the podcast. But speaking of Hogwarts Legacy, I found out something that made me look at this game like, oh no. Oh god, no. And look, full disclosure, I think the game looks really cool. I hate Harry Potter, to be honest with you, but I actually want to buy this game. But it was brought to my attention, and TJ, I think you're gonna be like, oh no, too. We go to the main page. This is the Hogwarts Legacy page.
Okay.
And you see Avalanche. You know, that when we look at Avalanche, we think, oh, they're good devs. You know, they're
Avalanche?
responsible for Mad Max Fury Road, which is like one of those games that it kind of went under the radar, but people look back at fondly. So you think, oh, they can make games, like this could be good. But it's not Avalanche Studio that's making Hogwarts Legacy. It's Avalanche Software right here.
Who's that?
So let's see. Let's go to Avalanche Software. I'm going to tell you what they've made. So the positive is Avalanche Software has actually been around for a pretty long time. Since 1996. The most recent things that they've done is Cars 3, Driven to Win, Disney Infinity, 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, Cars 2, Toy Story 3, Hannah Montana Spotlight World Tour, Chicken Little, Ace in Action. Oh, and one of my all-time favorite PS2 games, if you don't know I'm being extremely sarcastic, Dragon Ball Z Sagas. Arguably the worst fucking Dragon Ball Z game ever made. So, you know, yes. So it isn't the devs that we thought, that at least I thought that they were. I think a lot of people were confused on this. I remember us having a discussion, TJ, and we brought up Avalanche. We're like, okay, that could be good. And but unfortunately, this is the Avalanche that we thought it was. Now, despite their track record, their history, the game still looks really good. But I'm slightly concerned because these aren't the devs that I thought that they were.
Does this mean I can make Hannah Montana a wizard?
Maybe you can make Hannah Montana, and you know.
Yeah, if you want me to buy it, make something where I can give Hannah Montana a toaster bath, and then maybe I'll put money into it. Until then, no.
And Alex, I heard that the Cars games are actually pretty fun, but it's like Toy Story 3 and Cars games. Then you're making a open world RPG, Harry Potter based game that looks to be like it requires a lot more work and a lot more knowledge of video game making to make. So like, I'm not saying that they're bad devs. Maybe their most recent games are pretty fun, but going
It's
from
like, I'm not saying that they're bad devs. I'm saying that the sales are saying that they're bad.
No, like it's not. The thing is, it's like those games are like filler content. You know, like they're nothing. It's for kids. It's just nonsense. It's filler to me. Now, Hogwarts Legacy is a big endeavor, and I think it's the biggest endeavor of this development team's entire existence. And I do wish them the best, but I'm kind of scared. And Reside said that's why I'm skeptical about the game. Yeah, all the best to them. I think that they're doing a good job from what they've shown off. I really do hope it's a good game, but I'm concerned. I can't help but be concerned.
Yeah.
So that's something that I did want to bring to everyone's attention because I don't think everyone was knowledgeable on that. January, like I said, it's a good month, especially if you're a fan of Persona games, Shin Megami Tensei, because Persona 4 and Persona 3 are coming out. A lot of people wanted that. Persona 4 for the longest time was actually stuck either on PS2 or Vita. Then it came to like PC like a little while ago, so that's cool. Shout out to Axis Excalibur, our homie, who's really, really excited for SpongeBob SquarePants: The Cosmic Shake that comes out at the end of January. So I hope that it's everything he wanted his SpongeBob game to be. Also, shout out to the Lemonade King. I don't know if he's watching, but the Lemonade King got the Steam Deck and he's absolutely loving it. And the Lemonade King knows not very much about PCs. Up until about a year ago, he didn't even know how to copy and paste. And despite that, he has a Steam Deck. He's playing some of the best games ever made at 60 FPS that you wouldn't be able to play at 60 FPS on the console. And he's also playing Game Pass games. So shout out to the Lemonade King. I know that he's very happy with the Steam Deck, and I'm very happy for him.
Yeah, so if you want to donate
make your bets.
69 cents a day, donate to the Lemonade King. so that he can get more games for his Steam Deck and educate himself.
Yeah. Help this lonely virgin buy more video games.
Yeah, what's good, Vince? It's good to see you, as well as David's Ghost. Oh my god, he had a crush on Miley Cyrus. Then she ruined it. Yeah, Miley Cyrus had a moment while I was in high school that I absolutely hated her existence, and everyone else around me loved her. And I was just like, this is why I hate people my age. Even while I was in high school, it's like that. Even before I was in high school, it's like that. But yeah, I don't know if you guys want to voice what you're really personally like super hyped for this year.
Video games.
There's a few games that I'm interested in.
And
I could set it off.
Go
So
for it, bro.
obviously Dead Space. That's one of the ones that I'm picking up. Like a Dragon Ishin.
Yeah.
So that was originally released in Japan only, never made its way to the States. A lot of people were upset about it because it looked cool, and they finally remastered it, and it's making its way to, or they remade it, and it's coming to, the States. So that's definitely a game I'm interested in. Obviously, RE4 Remake is another game that I'm interested in. And of course, Star Wars Jedi Survivor is another one that I'm highly interested in as well.
I got nothing.
Are you excited to be getting yourself a Steam Deck soon, Society?
Maybe we'll see how the year goes.
Gotcha. Oz, what are you thinking of off
I'm
the bat that you're
excited.
super hyped for?
I'm excited for Redfall. I'm excited for Zelda. It actually does come out. Even though I'm not really a big Zelda guy, Breath of the Wild was pretty awesome. Shit. I can't think right now. Atomic Heart.
Yes.
I'm
I'm definitely going to name off a few games as well.
An indie game RPG called Wrestle Quest. What else? Shit. There's so many I can think of right now. I can't think.
I know.
Oh, and I did forget one.
What?
The last one that I could think of that I wanted is Final Fantasy 16. That's another one.
Yep.
Silent Hill 2 remake.
Yeah. And I hear that's pretty far in development too, so likely it's coming out this year. So
there's some news that came out on about it today that they really wanted to stick true to the story. They can't fuck it up.
What about the AEW games? Anyone hyped for that?
Yeah, all right.
Maybe if it was $30.
I think they're missing a huge opportunity not putting that on Game Pass.
They would have to actually get some money for it to be on Game Pass.
It would make money.
You don't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, hell, it might not make money the way they're doing it now.
And the amount of money they need, Microsoft is not funding that. They're not even going to put up half of that.
I mean, my thing is, I'm hearing that they want to continue to release content even after the game comes out over a long period of time. So maybe throwing it on Games Pass is a smart thing in order to encourage people to buy shit afterwards.
If I'm a developer, say Kenny Omega or Tony Khan, they're looking at this. 2K23 is coming out this year. 2K22 was actually a really good game. And they're supposedly improving on a lot of shit that made it suck from this year, and actually putting Cody Rhodes is going to be in it now. Bray Wyatt's going to be in it. All the roster that people that they pretty much fired are going to be back now. And if they make that a next gen, like a current console only game, that would be even better. But if I'm looking at that's competition. They may say, "Oh, it's not competition." Bullshit. It's fucking competition. And it gets that game in people's hands. Everybody knows what a 2K is going to play like. Nobody knows what the AEW game is going to play like. So if I'm looking at a marketing side of it, I would put this game in as many people's hands as possible. So Game Pass would be perfect. They would have to take some type of loss. That's what they would have to do.
I mean, ideally, when you're creating a company, you're trying to get into different spaces of entertainment. You're gonna have to take losses in these spaces of entertainment. That's just
because
just the reality
they,
of the situation.
they've already discussed that they want to make one game and build upon it.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, Kenny Omega set up a fucking idea and people laughed at him.
Well,
Yeah, I mean-
he was getting laughed at by the developers at the studio. That's how bad this whole venture is getting off of. Not to mention they were supposed to have like a budget somewhere like 40 million or something like that. I think they doubled that budget.
Yeah, they're fucking throwing all types of money at this game, and it doesn't, and the quality's not there. I mean, it just looks like it looks like a better No Mercy. I'm okay with that. That. But the gameplay has to be hell. I play fucking Fire Pro. That's fucking 8-bit graphics for Christ's sake. But the game.
We View Coffee brings up a really good point of a game that I've been waiting for a very long time. It's been announced to be in development for a very, very long time. The Wrestling Code. They say is an upcoming independent wrestling game developed by Virtual Basement, is built on the Unreal Engine, and will be released on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series XS. So I'm definitely interested in that game. That game looks really, really sick. It definitely looks a lot better than AEW Fight Forever in terms of visuals. It doesn't look as good as, the latest WWE games by any means, but it looks good enough to where it is pretty impressive. I'm interested to see what they do. It seems like they're really dedicated to making a fun wrestling game. They've definitely showed off character models and such. I'm still waiting to see more. If it goes into early access, I'll support it. A game that what were you gonna say? That's my bad.
The shit that AEW is not selling me on is these stupid fucking mini games. It doesn't make your game different. It makes it look corny.
I mean, I guess I think they're trying to be like, I guess this is a bad way of explaining it, or maybe not the best, but like the Super Smash Bros. of wrestling games. Like they kind of want to be a party game, it seems like, which, isn't a bad way to go about it. I think that could be entertaining.
I think it's stupid because think about it. They're of all the companies, it's actually we're all about wrestling. We're about wrestling. We're the anti company. We actually want to be a wrestling company, but they're not. But they're not. They're not. They're wannabe. They're a fucking wannabe. That's all they ever gonna be.
That's why I don't watch AEW that much anymore. I haven't watched it all lately. I'm actually wearing my Darby Allin t-shirt because he did win the TNT title again. And I mean,
WWE may have horrible gimmick matches or Buried Alive, Inferno matches, or all that shit, but they never had crappy mini games ever. Not once, if I do recall.
So, are you calling them a bunch of posers?
Oh yeah.
I mean, but I don't think that the mini games are a bad thing as long as they're fun. If they're actually entertaining. Like, for example, I remember playing Tekken 3. Tekken 3 was a fighting game, but it had all these mini games, and I was there for them. I loved playing the mini games. Like, even with Mortal Kombat Armageddon, like that game wasn't very good.
But I want to play a wrestling game to play a fucking wrestling game. A fucking mini games.
But they're not taking away the wrestling aspect. Now, if they were taking away the wrestling aspect of it, I would say, that's bullshit. Like, you're worried about fucking mini games when you don't even have like these certain match types that should be there. Like, if that's the topic of discussion, then that's a problem. But if they do manage to make a good wrestling game that has the features desired, and then they add on like mini games to it as well, I don't think that that's a bad thing. I think it could be fun as long as they're good. If it's actually something worth fucking with. So.
Another game I'm excited for is Street Fighter 6. Nothing really on. I mean, that's about it.
I feel you. Like, Street Fighter 6 visually, I really like the way it looks, but the character choices I'm not too crazy about. Now,
Tekken looks
if
fucking crazy.
comes into the mix at some point in Street Fighter 6, I will simp. That is just
Tekken looks crazy.
Tekken does look crazy. I want to see matches and shit. I need to definitely see a roster, more of the entire roster. I wish it would have leaked out, but we're not so lucky. But yeah, Tekken 8 looks pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people that have played Street Fighter 6 are saying that the game is really fun. So I think that that's something definitely a positive to look for there. Yeah, Dre over here said, I'm running off phase is Street Fighter 6. He's been enjoying the game, so that's what's up. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. It seems like it is a lot of fun. A few of my homies that I fuck with that have played the beta said that they do enjoy it. So I mean that's cool. So I'm interested to see how Capcom is going to release Street Fighter 6, what state the game is going to be in at launch, and if that checks out and the game's fun, I mean, hey,
and
I hope it's successful.
the Suicide Squad game too. That comes out this year.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it does though.
Yep. Definitely. From what we've seen in the Suicide Squad game, at first, when they first showed it off, I was like, oh god, it's gonna be another fucking Marvel's Avengers. But no, there's definitely, it seems like there's way more to it than Marvel's Avengers or what is it, Gotham Knights, that failure of a video game. So I'm hoping that they really strike gold with the Suicide Squad game because it looks like it really does have potential. So
And it's
that's
going to be
interesting.
an actually special game now because Batman's not here.
Yeah. So that I totally agree with. LOL, shout out to Forspoken that's going to be forgotten after this month.
And
a lot of people,
Leon Kennedy's the worst video game of all time. Fuck you.
oh my god, you mean video game character?
Yeah.
Sebastian Castellanos is the better video game character.
He is. He actually has
Yo.
children. Leon doesn't have
Yeah.
any kids.
Let
We
me
got
go
both,
be
huh?
in the chat fucking going typing out going manky.
He's
Right.
just swigging. He's just
Let's
pounding
get
his Steam Deck on the
Just
ground. like a
grease
fucking
just
gorilla.
flying from the keyboard too. Nigga eating a chicken sandwich while he's pissed off.
He looks like the preacher from the Gangster's Paradise fucking video.
Oh my. It's been a minute since I've seen that video.
This is just fucking grease flying everywhere.
all,
Tell
all
me
I remember,
why.
all I remember is Michelle Pfeiffer. But yeah, so for me, I'm interested in Hogwarts Legacy, but I'm a little iffy on it. A game that I'm very interested in is Wanted Dead. I know that you're not too into it, TJ, but I like it. Doesn't seem like that game's coming from a big studio by any means,
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken. It looks like it could be fucking interesting. I like the style that they're going with, so I'm interested in Wanted Dead. Atomic Heart, I'm definitely gonna play that on Game Pass. If I really like it, I'll pick it up probably honestly on PS5 because that's where I collect my games, physical media anyway. A big thing that we didn't mention that is coming out in February is PlayStation VR 2. Now, I've never really been interested in VR, but honestly, like looking more at the tech that's presented in VR 2, not gonna lie, I'm kind of interested. I'm not gonna get it like the first year, like this year, but I think in the future I might pick up a VR 2 headset. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
Oh god, I can see it now. Cash is gonna put it on. And fucking Ziggy's gonna trip her. She's gonna snap her neck. That's it, folks. It's over.
Either that or I'll fucking step on him by accident
Fucking,
while he's
fucking
walking
step
by.
on him. This is it. Either one of them's gonna die this year. That's it.
Oh my
I
god.
feel
Well,
like
that's
it's
why
good.
I'm gonna put
That's
off
the
getting
thing.
it until next year. How about that? Like
Fucking
the shitty thing about VR2, the PSVR 2, is that there's no backwards compatibility unless the devs deliberately patch the games to make it backwards compatible with PSVR 2. So there's no reason for me to want to get the VR headset right now because there's like no games for it. But the games that I've seen, they actually look like they could be fun. And at this point, with how cinematic-y video games are getting, like too many of them want to go down this cinematic route. I feel as though the only place they can't touch is PlayStation VR. So that's one of my reasons for wanting the VR headset. I will say that the technology behind the new VR headset is a huge leap from PSVR 1. It does make me interested naturally because while it is more expensive, it's a huge step up. And not just the VR headset alone, but the controls that come with it. They're not using those fucking bullshit ass dildos anymore. So that's a huge plus.
Yeah.
We're getting real headsets that are crafted specifically for VR. So I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of cool. And I'm not really, I know I don't talk about VR. I don't really care about it. but I see that some of these VR games are starting to pick up. So
If it was wireless, that'd be interesting.
yeah, I don't blame you. It's one of those things, but you'd probably be charging it every 5 minutes. So I have like where I sit, like where my TV is, I have like a set of plugs right beside my armchair, so that wouldn't be a problem for me. I definitely would have like space and leeway on the wires that are connected to me, so that wouldn't be too much of a problem. And so Chris here says Wanted Dead is coming from the people who made the original Xbox era Dead or Alive and Ninja Gaiden games. Can't wait for that one. Okay, I didn't even know that. Thank you for your input on that. That makes me want it even more, to be honest with you. Another game that a lot of people are hyped about is Stellar Blade, aka Stellar Yams, aka Stellar Booty.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Stellar Cheeks? Yeah, we're there.
Stellar Cheeks, yes. A lot of people are excited for that. I'm excited for it, but not in the way that you guys are excited for it.
We're excited, all right. We know Liberty's definitely excited.
You guys are excited in ways that I can never be.
How you doing?
Just because the developers are saying fuck you to the criticism of the character's design, I want to support them. Do not cave to these fucking pussies on Twitter. Just don't do it.
Please don't give her a penis.
That'll be a mod. Because I believe it's coming to PS5.
Big swinging dick, baby.
Right. It'll be the one from Saints Row. It'll be a purple one. Swinging.
Call it Stellar Stanley. You'd be her penis in.
Yes, and everyone is now saying Stellar Cheeks and Stellar Yams in the chat. But I definitely, that doesn't have a
Stellar Slong.
Oh my. Well, maybe I'll be as interested in it then as you.
Stellar Slog. Do it.
Oh
it's a big business.
Terrible.
But fuck it.
Anyway. I didn't realize, I'm just looking at it now. Like a Dragon Inshin is coming out February 21st, so that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I want a dub. Yes, I'm one of those people. Please give me a dub and I will play it and I will buy it and I will support it.
I'll be there day one, man. Catch me.
Hey, yeah. Oh god, I can't tell my friend that there's a new Kirby game coming out, otherwise we will have problems. Anybody here? What's up, Oz?
I'm actually excited for the update for World War Z. They're getting the Horde XL mode where they have 1,000 zombies on the screen at the same time.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive, considering the fact I already thought that World War Z was very impressive, judging by how many zombies they could fit on one screen.
It's also on the PlayStation Store for like $10.
That's crazy to think that that game is making Dead Rising blush. Like, that's crazy to think that.
No game has ever done that with a much characters on screen before. They're saying 1,000 zombies. I'm picking it up for $10.
So, Michael Joe, I heard, so he's saying Marvel Spider-Man 2 might have a Wolverine cameo in the game, but I heard that the Wolverine game isn't going to be directly connected to Spider-Man 2. Maybe there'll be reference. That's possible. But, yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people are really excited for Marvel Spider-Man 2. I'm going to get it. I'm not sure if I'm excited. I like Insomniac. I think they make great games, so I will buy their games day one.
I have a question. Would you rather have? Would you be mad if they postponed it and have Wolverine come out instead this year?
I would not be mad at all. I would love to.
I think it would be a good
Wolverine
break.
is a new experience, so that's honestly one of the games I am most like. I don't want to say I'm the most excited for it because we've only seen a CG trailer, so I can't really sit here and say I'm so excited because to me gameplay is king. But just the fact that a Wolverine game is in development, I can't wait. Honestly, I really can't wait.
Plus, I trust that developer like a lot.
I got you. Yeah. Like Insomniac, I can't really say that Insomniac misses. You know, I may like some of their games more than others. But overall, they make really good games, and their turnaround rate with being able to drop games is like insane. I don't know, man. Like all these devs, like get good scrubs because Insomniac be dropping all the games in a reasonable amount of time. Constantly, everyone's constantly looking out for what they got going on because they just know what they're doing over there. It's not like Naughty Dog that takes 10 years to just drop one game, but anyway. Rockstar, it takes 20 years to drop a new game. But yeah, Insomniac, man, they make really good games that are genuinely fun. I think that's the thing I like to express about Insomniac most, that they make fun games that are engaging. And honestly, the last PS5 game exclusive that I bought was Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. I just haven't felt compelled to buy a PlayStation exclusive than that. And that's one of my favorite PS5 games so far. I love Rift Apart. Yeah, it's probably my favorite PS5 game this generation so far in terms of exclusives. So yeah, there's that.
It's still Ragnarok for me right now.
That's what's up. Yeah, a lot of people absolutely love that game. So that's what's up. Right here, Resident Evil 4 Remake. That's a big one for a lot of people, man. I hope that they do the game justice. It sucks that I think what needs to be like the norm now this year, and forward is stop these fucking cross-gen games. Like,
yeah, that has to end. Like that, I was pretty sure I heard at least PlayStation stated like, look, that was last 2022 was the last year we were doing cross-gen games. I think more companies need to do that. I know Suicide Squad is going to be exclusive to like the current gen and not anything for last gen. So I think that's a good thing. But like a lot of these companies like I get it because the more like the bigger user base is on the previous generation, but who cares about them? Like, come on, come on, like who cares about them? It's time to move on.
It's
like
time
games
to
are being
encourage
held
these
back.
people. It's time to encourage these people that if you want to keep on gaming, you're gonna have to step up because like us, like excluding society because he won't get off his fucking PS3, but us, we are early gen adapters. Like we're the ones that are moving gaming forward. Like we actually want the games to get better. We want the devs to have more power to work with. We bought our consoles like we all day one did pretty much, right?
Yeah, we all had it day one.
Oz, you almost.
I think,
you were so close.
I almost. I got it a week after.
Yeah, so it's like pretty much like we were.
But I got mine for free, so.
Yes, but nonetheless, moving gaming forward. So like it's time, man. There's no excuse at this point. It is time to move gaming forward. And I know some people may still have a hard time getting a PS5 in particular, countries especially, and the price increase in some countries, but I'm sorry. There's just going to be some games you're going to have to wait to play for when you can conveniently upgrade. I'm sorry. That's what it is. Like, the thing is, like, people expect you to feel sorry in that regard. And it's like, I don't, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't feel sorry for you. Back in the day when I looked at a game that I wanted, I said, okay, well, I'm going to have to get that console. And either I would save up, my parents would help me, or I would get a gift for Christmas, or my birthday I would ask for the console. It is what it is. I know that, some people don't have that privilege, and I get that, but there's just going to be some games that you have to wait on. But guess what? Those games will be cheaper when you do get the console. So that's the upside to that. So, but it's time to move on. There's no excuse anymore. We're too many years into this current generation, and it is the current generation. It's been the current generation for a long time. Move on. So that's how I feel about that. A game that I'm not excited for that's coming out in March is Bayonetta Origins. And I'm Bayonetta stan, but this game is for nobody. And I hear that this game is a full price Bayonetta title.
Oh no.
Let me see. I'm curious.
Cool.
So yes, it is a $60 game. So a $60 game that was made for no one. That's what I'm getting from that. So yes, y'all fucked up. Nobody wants this fucking game.
I also see Xbox Game Pass finally living up to its potential this year.
Yeah, at an increased price point. You're ready for
Yeah,
that?
which
You know, while there was
I
no
gotta say,
games, Game Pass was cheap, but you know, now that the games are finally maybe going to be unleashed this year, they're gonna kick up that price. They already kicked up the price of their games, and who knows if the games are even gonna be good or worth the next gen tax, as people call it now. But I'm sorry, when it comes to Starfield, doesn't look like
no,
a next gen game. I would never pay 70 for that.
I
Game
think
passing
it's a
it.
joke.
Yeah, I think it's a joke too. Redfall looks like a potentially fun game. Looks interesting. Does it look like a next gen game?
That's the only
Not.
game for PlayStation, Xbox exclusives I give a shit about. I don't give a shit about Forza. If it's not Horizon, I don't want to play it.
And you know what? Look, Zero Dozer, Bayonetta 3 is a shit product. I ain't even going to dispute that with you because I've tried to play that game. I've been waiting for updates. The game runs like dog shit, and it looks significantly worse than Bayonetta 2 or Bayonetta 1, so I'm not going to sit here and defend it. I love Bayonetta. I think the franchise is truly amazing. I love her as a character, but Bayonetta 3 just ain't it.
You know what's really crazy? What's really sad? A game that came out last generation that had an update is fucking destroying almost every game that's coming out now. That's the fucking Witcher. That's sad, and they did it for free. Absolutely free. They gave you a brand new game, pretty much. No, they pretty much they did. They gave you a brand new fucking game for free, and it shit on a lot of fucking games.
Yeah. Dozer here says the only game has any sort of hype for is the new Zelda. I mean, I hope that game is everything everyone wants it to be. You know.
I still think it's going to get pushed back.
Breath of the Wild really touched. Honestly, Breath of the Wild really touched a lot of people. Like, it's one of those things where the way people felt about that game is the way I felt about when I played Elder Scrolls Oblivion for the first time. So, I get it, you know. So that's gonna be cool. I'm hoping that the sequel will be amazing. Let's see what else we got here. Oh my god, hold on. So, yep, Resident Evil 4 remake. Hoping it lives up to what people want. That's a hard thing to live up to.
Yeah.
The original Resident Evil 4. I mean, a lot of people have like that hot take that it wasn't really that good, but I mean, it's a highly influential game.
Hot take.
Yes, because I really do think that it's a highly influential game and important, you know, to the medium itself. So, totally understand that. Jedi Survivor, like TJ said, I'm interested in it. I want to see more, but it looks pretty cool. Crime Boss, Rockade City. I want that because like there's actual like actors in it that I don't despise. Like they
Chuck Norris,
like tolerable, likable actors that are actually deemed cool, even if they're sort of old now. You know,
I just want to get some voice cast.
No, Vanilla Ice is old too. Don't get it twisted.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's old.
I mean, but I was saying likable.
Oh,
Donald Glover, yeah. Vanilla Ice, Chuck Norris.
Yeah, he's not. I don't think he's liked at all. But yeah,
I don't think he's likable, but I don't hate him. But yeah, that is an interesting cast. That naturally, I think anybody who actually has watched film, you know, before the last 10 years, because I'm convinced a lot of people that are telling me Avatar 2 is the greatest thing of all time, that they've never watched film past like 2010. But
fuck that movie sucks.
Yeah, if you actually appreciate like film and classics, I mean, you can't help but look at the people that are going to be in Crime Boss and say, okay, I kind of want to fuck with that. I'm not gonna lie, like tolerable people that are cool, like I can get behind. It's rare because most actors or like people who are famous or known for whatever, most of them are intolerable pieces of shit. So.
You know what's funny? When the Mario movie comes out, it's gonna make more fucking movie than that, and I can't wait.
Wait, when the Mario movie comes out, what?
Oh yeah, it's gonna make more movie than that piece of shit.
Money?
Oh yeah.
What?
Avatar?
Oh yeah.
No, it's not.
Oh yeah.
Hey?
Mario, I'll say it around. The Super Mario movie will make more money than Avatar 2. Bet it.
How much
Mario
do you want
makes
to bet on
money.
that?
Julio.
How much? No, wait,
Okay,
hold on.
Corn Julio. We're gonna
How much
start
do you want to
betting
bet
now.
on it?
I'll bet $20.
$20? Got you.
Okay. We can go back to this clip. I'm gonna screen cap it. I'm gonna
But
screen record it.
my fingers are crossed this whole time. So
Yeah. When it comes to like Avatar 2, it's just confusing to me. I didn't think that there was actual Avatar fans
hold
out
on a
there.
second. Before we get
Yeah.
this situated, what's the time frame for the movie? How many months? I mean, how many weeks do you want the movie to be out before we cut it and say, okay,
I'm saying
this
opening
sale?
day, man.
All right, so you're looking at opening day figures
I'm
as a
saying opening
comparison.
day.
So you think it's
Yeah.
gonna do $1 billion in opening day?
I say
No, so-
How much do you
They
think
make
the
$1 billion.
movie's gonna do overall? Is what I'm betting on.
Well,
the Avatar didn't make $1 billion, did it?
Avatar 2 made $1 billion already
over $1 billion already.
worldwide.
It didn't
Okay,
make it
it'll
in
be
a
close.
day though. It
It'll
didn't
be
make it in
close.
No. You just said it'll do more than Avatar 2, and you wanted to bet money on it.
I said with my fingers crossed, of course.
I think you're gonna need more than your fingers crossed.
Look at him. He's scared now. Look at him. No, listen
I
to
think
him.
you
Listen
have
to
to
him.
sell your ass to
He's
be able
shook
to
now.
afford all
That's
the
right.
tickets that you would need to.
Do you still want to go through with the bet?
I'm not making no money. We're not making a bet, but I'm just facts.
Yeah, look at him. Look, he's shook now.
Oh,
This nigga reneged so fast. Look at him.
man. Come on, bro.
Hey, chat, you see that? Hey, put L Ozzknot in the chat just for
That's
that.
right, LMA. But a W for Mario. He's gonna win. Yeah.
Nah, we're gonna. Yeah, I definitely gonna have to post the L up in here. You definitely put the ugly L. That and an F too. L's an F.
No, L's and F's. You can be all the L's and F's.
Jesus, that you were terrible. Anyone still interested in Dead Island 2? Is that still something we hyped about?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. That game is sus to me. It's one of those things where I told people the same thing with Saints Row the reboot game. I'm like, look, actually no, it was more so Gotham Knights. I said, look, I can't exactly say why I think there's something wrong here, but trust me, I honestly, my gut is telling me something is seriously wrong here. And whether you take that into account or not, I don't blame you if you don't. But I feel like something is up in Denmark. Be cautious. And look what happened with Gotham Knights. I feel the same exact way about Dead Island 2. And I honestly have more reason to believe so. Because, I mean, look, this game has jumped onto many different ships, been in different hands in the cookie jar and all that. I think it's very concerning. So I do hope that the game is good. I would like for it to be good. But I would say definitely there's cause for concern.
Yeah,
I know
anytime a game is in development hell, you need to be worried about it.
Yep, it's sad realities. I know a lot of people are hyped for that Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection.
Listen,
I never played
until fucking Capcom actually makes a fucking Mega Man game.
They
They
did,
did.
and it bombed.
When?
It might have been like 2 years ago, I think.
It
Or
bombed.
maybe like
I
3 years ago. Yeah, it bombed.
Mega Man
Was it
11,
Mega
right?
Man? Yeah.
I didn't know that it bombed.
No, I'm
Hold
talking
on,
about.
I'm thinking of Mighty Number 9. That
Yeah.
game bombed.
Yeah,
I think, but I still think people didn't like Mega Man 11 though. Let me double check and see the ratings real quick.
But I'm
I
talking
don't
about
think-
like
I
a
don't
Mega
think
Man
people
Legends, like
didn't-
a 3.
I don't think it wasn't that people didn't like Mega Man 11. It's that most people couldn't finish Mega Man 11 because of how hard that game is.
Like an open world Mega Man game, like the Legends were. Was it Mega Man Legends? Is that what they're called?
Nah, I'm seeing it's like a
I love
mixed.
Mega Man
It's
Legends.
like mixed to some degree, but on Steam is a lot of the reviews have been positive. So yeah, I think I was confused.
What
with
was that
Mighty
last
Number 9.
one? Let's see that one.
That was 11, and that came out in 2018.
Yeah, it's been a little minute,
Took it
but
all
I mean,
fast.
yeah, you took a really like you talked yourself in a circle and face planted an L on your
Hey,
forehead.
it just means I can be a good politician.
No, you'd lose every time.
Right.
Hey, exactly.
You You'd be the only one that's trying to do the right thing, and you're the one that's gonna take the L. So yeah, thanks a lot, buddy. The game I'm most excited for, everyone knows, Final Fantasy 16. That game looks fucking phenomenal, ridiculous, redonkulous. I'm excited. Visually looks stunning. I love the setting of the game. Basically, just this. I've been keeping away from the story. Like I know my boy Red Hood. He's been super into like digging around at all the little hints and shit. And when he talks about that shit on his Twitch, I purposely mute him. I'll be watching his Twitch, but I'm like, mute. I don't want to hear none of that. Nope. I don't want to hear none of it. So
you better not hope Nintendo doesn't drop the Breath of the Wild the same game that game comes out.
I mean, but like, to be honest with you, I don't think that that's going to make much of a difference because they're two entirely different platforms, you know? Now, if it's like, I don't know, what would be a good example? Like, say if God of War Ragnarok and Final Fantasy 16 were coming out the same week, I mean, that would definitely be problematic for both of them, honestly, to be eating into each other's sales.
Right.
But Red Hood said, boot this man. Pretty much, bro.
Hey, I hate to say it, everybody. Zelda's bigger than God of War and Final Fantasy put together as franchises. It's one of the biggest franchises of all time. So is Final Fantasy. Don't get me wrong, it is. It's up there.
Exactly. That's like, I just feel like that's such a poor comparison because to say that either is not some of the most important franchises ever is like foolish, you know? Because I think
those
that
two
Final
just
Fantasy,
together is more important than God of War. You hate to say it's true.
Well, I mean, yeah, because I mean these are way more long-standing than God of War is. Like,
yeah,
and God of War is a mature game. Of course, it's gonna get more people.
Well, so is Final Fantasy. It's a mature game.
Well,
no, it didn't
Final
start
Fantasy
off as a mature
16
game.
is the first M-rated Final Fantasy. So that's another reason why I'm hyped for it.
Mm.
But yeah, I think to say that one, like, I wouldn't really want to compare Zelda and Final Fantasy because they've been so highly influential to gaming as a whole in so many ways even before I was even like conceived. Let's put it that way, you know. So
it's fucking sad. Forgotten games gonna get swept under the fucking rug and nobody's gonna give two shits about it. It's sad.
What's gonna get swept under the rug?
The Forgotten game.
Oh yeah, Forgotten.
Yeah, Forgotten. That's just gonna get fucking like, yeah, nothing here. Gonna sweep that bitch right under the rug.
Call it Forsaken after the game bombs.
Yo, Red Hood calling you out right now, Oz, because every time Final Fantasy 16 come out, you always got some sus shit to say.
I give no fucks to that game.
Come clean. What do you have against this game?
I'm just bored of games looking like this.
Looking like what?
Just fucking knights and shit all the time. I'm just bored of the setting.
But you're playing The Witcher 3 right now.
And that's why I'm having a hard time playing it. I'm generally bored playing The Witcher.
Man, you know what?
I hate to say it, I think Geralt's a really boring character.
Anyway, this is a dumb motherfucker.
I just played FIFA 18.
Character. Why?
Because great.
Anarchy said that you're an idiot. I mean, we know that Oz is an idiot, but we fuck with Oz. I'll have you guys know that Oz is a moron, but he's a good friend. So we deal with his stupidity.
Hi, I'm Garrett and I'm the Witcher. I'm gonna do the same shit the whole game. Hunt monsters. Be boring. Hey, it kind of sounds like fucking the chick from Horizon.
Hey, hold on.
I'm gonna say something controversial.
Hey, hold on. Let me let you. This is what Link sounds like. Hold on.
Hey, but no, he actually does nothing. Yeah. Hey, listen. No. But you know what? You know what he does? Well, know what he does? I like everybody to do. Shut the fuck up and just play it. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear.
I don't. Was Type 0 M rated? I can't recall for sure. That was a game I could not get into. I got it for free with 15, but I wouldn't mind giving it another try though. Anarchy's going in on you.
Damn.
But it's the truth. It's
Oh my god.
it's sad because
you're
it's
just
true.
fucking-
It's
no,
damn true.
no. But
It's
like
damn
Batman is one of your favorite characters, and you can't say like that he doesn't act similarly.
Well, Batman gets bitches. That's why.
So does Geralt. You could sleep with
Geralt
like
does
what?
too. What are you talking about?
Like
you
5
can get multiple in that
women across
game.
But did he do like a whole fucking city of multiple women? I don't think so.
What?
And he's
So
rich.
basically, a character's worth is determined by how many bitches he can fuck.
Yeah, isn't
Yeah,
that what
fuck.
Andrew Tate says?
I think that's why Andrew Tate's gonna end up doing some serious stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're taking a
Good. That's
Yeah, he didn't say fly to Romania to go in prison. I don't think he did it right. So
good job.
Oh shit. Here's a good question. Neozoic asks, fine question. What is your first M-rated game?
That is a great question.
Mortal
M-rated.
Kombat Trilogy.
yeah, I mean, if we're talking M-rated, it has to be like the first OG like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
game,
Mortal
right?
Kombat. Mortal Kombat 2 for me.
Yeah, the
Ooh.
Sega version, because apparently
Yeah,
the
the
Nintendo
obviously
version
the
didn't
Sega
have
version.
blood.
Yeah, the Sega version, clearly the superior version.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
and we
punch
do
you
have-
punch somebody on Mortal Kombat on Super Nintendo with sweat.
Yeah,
Like, no, that's
also-
trash.
Yeah,
Yeah, then they edited all the fucking fatalities and made them all bitch made.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
No,
rough.
we don't do that over here. We played the superior, the definitive edition of Mortal Kombat 2 on the Sega Genesis. That's the first one.
Anarchy is just having a meltdown by
I love it.
Oz's opinion.
Hey,
I don't.
I'll give him.
The thing
I'll
is,
give him.
I don't
You
blame him.
know that I'll give him another meltdown. You know, Geralt, the character. You know what? The most relevant he's ever been in. To put him in Fortnite. Have fun.
You should get Anarchy and Lemonade to do a podcast together.
Yo, oh my god, that would last but 5 minutes. I would have to pay Anarchy to actually be in the presence of Lemonade, and then he's gonna say "fuck this shit" and leave and give me back my money and say it's not worth it. Oh my god. Let's see. Resign said mine was Manhunt. That's definitely an M-rated game, that's for sure. Ooh. Dre said MK2 Sega version. That's what's up.
Oh wait a minute. The one game for the fucking Sega CD. Where the fucking girls get kidnapped. They fucking was it
I
Oh
think you're
shit.
talking about- Wait.
The burglars are coming in and they're like fucking get ready to kill the
Cozy-
girls.
See, Cozy is a real one. Like Cozy's
Night
one of
Hunt?
my favorite people because she always has good takes. Okay, so
It's not that bad. I never said it was awful. I just don't like it.
what girl?
I think it's kind of boring.
I think that you're boring.
The chick from the chick from Horizon is way fucking worse though.
Oh, Aloy?
Yeah. Fucking Aloy.
Oh
The
my
fucking
God.
forbidden forehead.
I'm looking here to see what else we get. We totally just have been going on so many
at least-
tangents.
At least Geralt grows a beard like a real man.
Tangent
Well,
Mania
she-
running
she's
wild,
a woman,
brother.
so.
Brother.
Do you guys think Final Fantasy VII Part 2 is coming out remake?
I'm gonna drop some
I think they said that.
knowledge on you guys right now. I've never played a
Yeah.
single Final Fantasy game, not one ever
I played
in
7.
my life.
I played 7, the best one they ever made. I know what.
Remember that really shitty animated Final Fantasy movie they made like 22 years ago?
Yeah, it sucked.
What you talking about?
Made quite a
Advent
few.
Children?
Yeah, I think so. No,
Wait, no,
Children's
Advent
good.
Children is a good movie. I think he's talking about the
Yeah.
actual Final Fantasy movie.
Yeah, the actual movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, that
Advent
was
Children was
trash.
badass.
There wasn't one that. There was one besides Advent Children. That
Yeah,
came
this
out?
Oh,
there's a
yeah, the
movie
one called
Final
the-
Fantasy.
The Spirit Within was the name.
Yeah,
of the
that
movie.
one.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, I've never seen that one.
Yeah, you
Interesting.
don't need to. You didn't miss anything.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone in chat, dude. But yeah, I never seen it, so that's interesting. Is it worse than the Mario Bros. Movie then?
Uh,
It's
no,
up
I
there.
don't think anything's that
Are they
bad.
competing? Well,
No, there is one movie that's worse than the Super Mario Brothers movie. That is the
and
Double
Street
Dragon
Fighter.
movie.
Yep, and
No,
I
no,
will watch the Street Fighter movie before
No.
I watch the Double Dragon movie.
Double
I've never
Dragon-
watched
Well,
the
if you're
Double
talking
Dragon
about
movie.
shitty video game movies, did you guys see that Resident Evil movie they came out with a couple of years ago?
all of them.
Well, no, there was an even shittier one. It was the one after the Mila Jovovich movie, the one where they tried to make Claire like the main character, and that shit.
Oh
fucking
yeah, yeah. You
flopped.
yeah. So you're talking about what was the name of it? Because they made
Is that the
Leon
one
like the
Raccoon
Prince of
City.
Persia. Yeah, Raccoon.
Resident
Oh
Evil.
yeah. And you know they made Leon a complete bitch in that fucking movie too. Like he was just a straight up incompetent buffoon.
I mean,
So-
he's that in the game.
Yeah, Welcome to Raccoon City. That's the name of
Yep.
the movie.
Yep. So I did not see that movie, but I had so much entertainment listening to TJ and Gatling Hunters like respond while they were watching it, and just listening to what they had to say was the entertainment for me.
Yeah, that was some bullshit.
That movie's
I
so
was-
bad that I just laughed all the way through it. I just took it for what it was and just laughed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think anyone else could possibly take that fucking movie seriously. Yeah.
As a kid, I liked the Double Dragon movie.
Who
I'm
wouldn't
not
know?
dare watching that
Who wouldn't
movie
know?
as an adult though.
What did that douchebag just say?
Well, oh,
Which
he
one?
talking about Anarchy?
So
You dudes wouldn't know
David
anything.
goes, he said you dudes wouldn't know a good quip if you got roasted by
Is he talking to
David-
us?
Quip. Good quip. Yeah, he's
apparently
talking to us.
David's ghost always has interesting things to say, some of which
Yeah.
I agree with and some of which I don't agree with.
The only thing you could quip is a fucking bag of dicks. Get out of here.
Extra spicy.
Fucking hell of fun.
Mhm.
Oh my god, I do not co-sign anything that he
I
said,
co-sign
but
it.
he is free to say anything he wishes, especially since
An extra greasy bag of piglet dicks for you, sir.
Mhm.
oh my god. Okay, well,
With love, of course.
do we have anything else that we want to discuss here? I'm looking. I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now. But
Nah, I'm good.
I'm good.
wait, they have a Mortal Kombat mobile game?
They've been.
Oh, God.
No, I'm cool.
Well, Pikmin 4 is happening, which is something that I like Pikmin, so that's cool.
Someone asked to.
Payday 3 is a thing. I know some of us are into Payday 3.
No, I'm more interested in Crime City than that game.
I just want to be
And-
vanilla.
oh yeah, a big one, Stalker 2. That game looks insane.
Yeah,
I hope
it
that it
looks
actually
amazing.
makes it to release. Hopefully the devs don't have a nuke sitting in their development office. That's all I'm gonna say.
Or if anything starts by that time.
One of these days, I'm going to see a trailer for Bad Company 3, and I'm going to regret waiting for it for 15 fucking years.
Yeah.
Would that be one of the games that you would have to buy a PS5 in hopes of it, like
I would
just
buy a Steam
hoping
Deck.
that it'll be legit?
Nice Steam Deck.
Yeah, one of those two. If we actually did get Bad Company 3, I might have to shell in for it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind at all if they did it right, but honestly, the devs of Battlefield, they've completely fucking lost.
I mean, let's be completely honest here. We pretty much have nothing but like sexual deviants running our society now. So I was like, my hopes for pretty much everything has plummeted to all-time lows.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Another big game that I'm excited for, not necessarily big game, but a big game for me personally, is the RoboCop game. That game looks really interesting. That game
Fuck yeah.
I'm hyped for. I can't help it. I think the Terminator game that those devs made was pretty damn good. Better than any other Terminator game before it, and it's actually decent. Like it's really good B tier video game nonsense that I actually I supported twice. So I hope that RoboCop really lives up to it. In the very least, these devs have proven to be fans of the these
Actually-
franchises. So on that alone, I'm willing to at least try it out, support them. I do hope that they make a really good game. So that to me, I'm super hyped for. I can't help it.
I wouldn't say I'm hyped for this game, but I am interested to see how well it does. Is a Suicide Squad game,
Yeah.
Killer Justice League, I think is what it's called. So, like Rocksteady are working on that game.
Yep.
So
Mhm.
they're the the quality Batman development team. So I want to see what they do with this, and hopefully it turns out to be good. Because if it is,
Maybe,
then I'll definitely cop it.
It's been Kevin
for
Conroy's
sure.
last game.
It
Yeah.
is. Kevin Conroy.
That's
This is his
why-
last appearance in terms of video games.
I'm gonna have to
so
buy
it's
it
gonna be
regardless.
interesting.
I
Yeah,
just
it's
got
one
to
of
buy
those
it
games I'm
regardless to see what
probably
it-
going to end up buying it regardless. More than likely, it's going to be at least a decent game, playable. Given the track record at Rocksteady, unless some another team is porting their game to PC. In that case, I'll be very
Yeah,
weary.
if somebody else ports it to PC, I'm gonna pass on it and wait until they fix it.
I hope
Yeah.
they do a special edition, like a Batman statue or something. That'd be kind of cool.
Oh, that's coming. It has to.
I'll probably
Maybe
buy it.
maybe Batman versus one of the Suicide Squad characters. I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
Like that would definitely be awesome.
Yeah, like
I
him
know
and
a lot
Killer
of
Croc
people-
fighting would be cool on a
Yeah.
statue. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
it's
think the
like-
Joker is going to get pregnant in this game?
No,
Nah,
please.
it's too late for that.
It's too late.
A HD remaster that I'm interested in is Suikoden, a 1 and 2 HD remaster. So really old school RPGs that I've wanted to play for a long time and didn't really get the opportunity to, but now I will have the opportunity to. So I'm really excited for that. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre game.
Oh,
that
yeah.
looks really interesting. Like if you're a fan of the original movie,
That game
like,
looks beautiful.
the devs are clearly fans of that original movie. Hopefully it's a good game. The gameplay that I've seen looks decent. It's not like AAA by any means, but it looks like a good, fun hide and seek game.
From
Dead by
what I've heard,
Daylight.
I've been hearing nothing but good things about people that haven't played it.
Yeah, and another one too, the Wolf Among Us 2. I'm interested in that. That I'm definitely getting because I really love the original game. For you console peasants, you're getting Valheim on Xbox, so definitely check that one out if you're into those types of survival games. I think that's a better survival game than most of these like sort of survival games out there. And Ease 10, another one that
What?
the Ease series, really old school JRPGs that are good. I really love Ease 8. It's really, really good game. I didn't get Ease 9 because I heard it's kind of a lesser game.
I like
So-
Easy.
Ease 10 looks pretty interesting for what I've seen of it this far. But yeah, I guess that's kind of the list there.
That's it.
Oh my god, here we go. I was laughing at his own jokes again, but
Easy. I'm retarded, everybody. Hello.
you've proven that to the chat tonight. I hope that you know.
Yeah.
So
That's all right. I don't care.
I know you don't. That's kind of the reason why I actually enjoy your company. You don't really give a fuck. You're a complete moron and you know it, but also you don't care if other people know it. So I can respect that and appreciate it about you. But that's about it, I guess. Unless you guys want to add some last minute thoughts on the state of what's coming out this year.
Absolutely not. Let's go.
Nah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, at this point, I guess we're about to wrap it up. And I'm just looking to see a chat, but I really do. Broken Roads is my most anticipated. I don't even know what that game is. Hold on.
The hell is Broken Roads? Why did I think of Brokeback Mountain?
I mean, oh my god. Of course
I know what you think
No,
about
that's
it. When you
that's
touch
what you
yourself.
into.
You're grabbing all
Oh,
the
Boggy.
nuts. Grabbing all the nuts.
Hold on. Ooh, hold on. Cozy just stumbled onto a potential. All right, I need to save that. That's going on my wish list.
Broken
Thank you.
Roads.
I'm automatically interested because it's post-apocalyptic.
Oh,
and I do like the look of it. So thank you for that one. Broken Roads, check it out. Definitely looks potentially interesting if you're into like old school RPGs, like Fallout, the old school Fallouts. That looks cool. But hold on. Okay, so she also said that Valheim is a little bit jank, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, maybe on controller would be more interesting. I don't know. It's kind of one of those things where I didn't mind it on the keyboard and mouse, but I don't know.
Hey,
but yeah,
who's actually going to pick up that new Xbox controller?
Oh,
For what?
Asus?
The Asus one.
No, I'm cool, man. Regular series
it has
controller
a fucking
works just
screen.
fine.
I mean, I wish they would incorporate, like, for me, the only way like a screen on a controller would be applicable is if they can eliminate like shit on like your HUD by putting it on like a controller screen. Other than that, I just don't see the point of a screen on a controller. So that's just me personally.
Cool.
But I mean, it's cool that they're doing it. There's different options out there. I will not be getting it. I'm sure it's gonna cost a fucking arm and a leg just to put a fucking screen on a controller. So yeah, I'm good. But yeah, guys, at this point, we're coming to the end of the show. And it was a good show. It was a damn good show. So I know that Society, what you got going? Promote what you got.
Thank you, Prince. So this Saturday we're going to be doing our best and worst movies of the year, and then we've got a big show planned. Gonna have a whole bunch of the peeps there: Rob, Sarah, Christian Toto. Looks like Epic Mike from Geeks and Gamers might be there. Paulie, Latino Slant might be there. Got Mexican Iron Man. Nick Weiser is going to be on the show. So we got a whole bunch of the peeps going to be joining in for that one on Saturday at 5 p.m. Then we're going to be doing a movie night. Not movie night. We're going to be doing a movie review of the film Megan. So enjoy that one. And then, of course, next Tuesday, Ballroom Podcast. So
and a special appearance by Prince.
Yeah. I'll definitely be watching you guys' movie thing that you got going on. So that's going to be cool. And obviously, I will be on the Ballroom Podcast. That's kind of one I am like the one that's been on the podcast the most, and I'm not giving up my spot.
You're tied for first for Rob. Let's calm down.
No, Rob, listen, Rob took one fucking podcast off, and so we're not tied anymore. Okay,
and
so
you did.
I'm officially no, but he also took another one before that, so I've only not been featured on the podcast one time, and that was like I forget why, but. One time. He hasn't been featured twice. Okay, so I'm taking the top spot. Okay, so that's it is what it is. I called it.
Whatever.
TJ, you have any parting words for the chat? Or are you finally going to announce your YouTube channel?
No YouTube channel, not at all.
Damn.
Look at my profile pic, man. That's actually me in the game.
Look at it. Look at those sneakers. It's so bright you can see it from the sun. It's crazy.
But yeah, I'm gonna continue my catching up on anime. I'm still watching some shows. I have to see what's coming up for the new season. I mean, for the upcoming season in regards to spring. So I'll be doing that, and I don't know what else I'll be up to. I just gotta catch up on some movies too as well, and that's about it.
That's what's up. Well. No YouTube channel yet, but
nope,
we're still working on it.
No content creation from me yet.
Not yet, but we're still waiting. Encourage him, chat. Please do. Yeah. We want TJ to put his thoughts into the YouTube space.
Actually, I do have it. So I don't know about a graphics card yet, but I will be doing a new build very soon. So I will be building a brand new rig. So mine is starting to show its age a little bit. I mean, it's still a formidable machine, but it's time.
So so when you do finally start, either streaming, doing whatever, you can use your old rig to be the streaming rig, and then your new rig to play the games.
Yeah,
I've definitely considered that. I've definitely considered it. So it's not out of the realm of possibility.
What's up? And Oz, do you have anything you want to say to the chat?
Go fuck yourselves.
Okay then.
Go fuck-
Anyway,
Why don't you say something to Damon's ghost since he thinks your quips are so trash? Go ahead.
Oh,
damn.
I don't know. Don't let your kids dress like little fucking women. It's there.
Amazing. But
You like that?
Profound.
wonderful. Anyways,
Don't have
guys,
sex in the third trimester. Your kid might turn out like that.
Don't let trannies teach your kids. There.
I don't necessarily agree or disagree, but guys, if you haven't, drop a like. It really helps the channel. Really appreciate. Big shout out to the channel members: Ivan Rich, Slag Lord, Hustle and Motivate, Anarchy 4K, Our Carry. Get this work. Really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate the chat. Honestly, guys, you kept it popping tonight. Even with the smart remarks, you know, it's fine. I could take a joke. It's all good. But
if you see a drag queen in the vicinity of your child, create some distance with your Ford F-250.
Burn down your local library quickly.
You can use your Ford F-150 to paint the roads in rainbow color. I'm gonna leave that up to your interpretation. But yeah, guys, if you haven't liked the video, share the video, subscribe to this channel. I'm definitely going to be posting content tomorrow for sure. I don't know if I'm be ripping on Kirsten Dunst for being butthurt about not getting paid as much as
20 years later.
Yeah, 20 years later, I feel like, you know, white women, man, they ruining the world. I'm sorry to have to inform everyone. I'm half white and I'm a female, so I have to accept that reality too. I'm not here shitting on another race.
The name of the movie is called Spider-Man, not Mary Jane 3. Shut up.
Yeah.
But also definitely gonna give my basic thoughts about the Last of Us show before it comes out. Just what I'm expecting, and what I'm concerned about, what I think could be interesting about the show, because I will be watching the show. So I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts beforehand, and then when we get into it, the thick of it, and see what happens. But yeah, that's what I'm planning to do this week. Definitely took a little bit of time off. You know, it was vacation time, but it's back to work on the YouTube space. It's not work to me; it's fun, honestly. So yeah, hope you guys will be into that. In 2 weeks, we will have the next 2REAL4FEELS podcast. I really do hope that you guys enjoyed it. Shout out to everyone that came through. Red Hood, he said it was a great stream. I really appreciate that coming from you, bro. Alex Versivo, thank you so much for coming through. Iman, thank you so much, bro. And he said, hit the like button on your way out. I really appreciate that. Andre B. Venom, thank you so much for coming through. Zero Dozer, Neozoic, Nuke Dukem, Gogol Poe, thank you for coming through. Oh yeah, so he actually played Chained Echoes. Is pretty good. It's a great RPG. I started it. It's actually pretty interesting. I'm intrigued. Really I do like the pixel art style, so I'm slowly getting into it. I'm glad that you're saying that it's great, so I'm excited for that. Damon's Ghost, thank you for coming through. Cozy, I'm going to be hanging out with Cozy tomorrow on TSWS Gaming for the Bull Sitting podcast. So if you want to come through and check out what we got going on over there, that's going to be fun. I will tweet it out when we're about to go live. Let's see. We View Coffee. Really appreciate you coming through. Definitely has some interesting things to add. Anarchy 4K. Always good seeing you, bro. Of course, Trey Watson. Always awesome to see you, bro. Resigned. Had some interesting things to add to the chat tonight. Like, honestly, the chat was popping. I really appreciate you. Our good homie, Saya Strike, came in. I really hope to have Saya Strike back for another podcast at some point. I did ask him to be on tonight, but he's feeling a little under the weather, so I hope he does get well soon. But yes, guys, if I missed anybody, it's not because I intentionally did so. Really, thank you to everyone that came through. It was an awesome chat. Too many people to count. Wizard as well. Really appreciate you guys. And yeah, I guess that's about it. And with all that being said, guys, I guess we are out. So peace.
Well, hold on. Just one little second here. I got one more little thing for us to leave up on a positive note. Now, these people who you see here were trying to set a business on fire. So they're doing what we have to call a crime. But in the midst of doing that crime, Yeah, in the midst of doing that crime, they didn't exactly time it very well. And well, let's see what happens here.
Yeah, show us. Let's see.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
That's
on
smart.
camera.
Ooh.
Oh my!
No.
Oof.
No.
He said, "Ah!"
Yeah, you can hear them screaming in the background. So just a little quick replay here to tell you how this whole thing went wrong. So they're pouring gasoline literally everywhere, right? But as you see here, the dumbass here on the left decides that he's going to light the gasoline while he is standing over a pile of gasoline, and his buddy behind him is throwing gasoline all around him. So when they light the ignition, they both go up in flames, like though.
Wait, I want to hear the noise again.
Yeah, so they both ran away,
This is
running
why
down the street.
Matches, guys. Matches are a good thing if you're trying to commit crimes. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But
If
yeah,
you don't have a high enough IQ, just don't commit crimes.
Yeah, you know what? Just don't commit crimes. That way you don't have to take any chances, right? But that was entertaining for sure. It's a good way to end the
I can say
podcast.
something fucked up, but I'm not.
Yeah, we're go flush the toilet like you did, one of the previous podcasts.
This is
Anyways,
why-
guys, we are out.
This is why you
Please-
let white people light fires. Sorry.